Retro Watch? Retro Watch? Come on. Come on. There you go, buddy. Alright. Here. Now then, what were those codes? Over there, I guess, so I can actually read things. That one first. Just to double check these things, otherwise I will screw it up. E R C Q. Because apparently this one jump is a problem for me. Right, I don't need a mouse anymore. This one jump of all things. Ah, come on. Thank you. How did I die here twice? Like, I have to try. Just jump a little high. Not a full jump, but that's fine. Yeah, okay. Like, gate jump type deal. Alright, fine. And where's the other one? Scroll down. We'll try that real quick. I guess it's there? Yeah, that one, I guess. Nam? Oh, and 2M, okay. Down we go. Just to double check the snail. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Seems so easy now. Yeah. Don't even have to do that. Do I even have to do that? Okay, well I have to do the jump first. I definitely can't do that. Yeah, no, it's not worth rushing, I think. Okay, yeah. Oh, I lived. Yeah, I'd probably just play it safe. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's fine then. And then you. You always worry me. And let's just go from the start just to be sure. Alright. Right, I have double jump now. Can't remember what my abilities are. Bouncing back and forth too much. Really? I'm worried about that happening in a run as well. Yeah, I thought that was a double jump. Yeah. A slight difference in sound effect, but very hard to tell. It really shouldn't be a problem anyway. Yeah, a bit early. Alright. 1, 2. Just stick with the cycle we know. Alright. Keep thinking this is on-offs. Keep thinking this is going to be on-offs here. Come on, really. I'm trying to, like, check this a little bit, but I am mixing this up, so... yeah, it's fine. You can just kind of go for that, huh? Downside of that plan. Just go for it, I guess. Yeah, that's why it's not worth doing that. That works. I like that more, actually. Don't have to rush. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm just always worried about screwing this one up. It seems so easy. I thought I didn't have a second jump there. Yeah, okay, this is just going to be whatever feels most comfortable in the moment, I guess, then. Because, like, if I want to play it slow, I can definitely do that. Yeah. That doesn't feel that bad, if I'm honest. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Anything else to really practice? I feel like it's just don't cock it up. So. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything. Ooh. Combat child building. I'm not quite sure if all those words are proper synonyms for the title of this game, but you tried your best there. Thanks very much, Ram. And appreciate it, Mark. Yeah. Okay, let's give this a try. The main goal, see if I can reach boss 3 a few times without cocking it up repeatedly. That's my main hope. Hey, Rain. Thanks very much. I'm glad you're happy to see my attempts. See how long it takes for me to get out of the early game? Because obviously, it has, well, I'd say it's been a bit, but I have been doing like a couple of offline playthroughs here and there just to remember things. I was feeling pretty confident about things for one offline playthrough, and then it took me like 10 deaths by the end, so that was annoying. So I'm not hugely certain how well things will go. I'm kind of banking on the, oh, if I'm really doing a run, that means it will go better because I'm paying more attention. But like, honestly, considering how many times I died to the on-off things, it's obviously not a good basis for things. And I am aware of that, but that's how I'm convincing myself. So, convincing myself everything's going to be fine because if I'm in a run, that means I'll pay more attention to everything and I won't make a mistake. Because that's how that works. Wouldn't it be a I think it would be a bummer, but I don't think it's a fortress of bummers. I think the fortress is doing pretty alright for itself. Building a bummer. It definitely doesn't help that when I see bummer, I actually think of the person, so... like, the needle player. Also, hey, Misha. Ow, well. If I at least fell down, I would have carried that on, but nah. So I imagine there's probably going to be a fair bit of me not talking, or at least I hope so. Because as we have learned from last attempts, talking is kind of my death sentence, which is a shame, but not surprising. When you're talking, especially when you're talking on the part that really requires you to pay attention, the on-off stuff, yeah, I really shouldn't be surprised at how many times I died there. I almost don't even bother with a third shot at this point, it's not worth it. Like, I'm not gonna hit anyway. And I am aware of that. Yay. I guess I should start the last one on the left in case I've missed a shot. And then jump over to the right, but like, you should just die, so... I'm not really 100% certain on the timing. I will say the biggest thing that I'm a bit worried about today is that my room is cold. And that does not help for, like, you know, precise movement. I'll probably do... Oh, why am I doing that? Force of habit. Force of habit, go for the save, nice. Like, I'll probably go for as long as I normally do, just because, you know, I'll get a good attempt and feel like, oh yeah, if I just give it another try, surely it'll go okay this time. Regardless of how well it's actually going. But we'll see what happens, I'm just gonna say that now. 2, 3, yay. Like, I feel like I should, well, I mean, I feel like I should remember all the strats, yes. I definitely do. The problem is stringing them all together in a single go. Alright, we have proper jump heights, let's go. Like, I do know all the strats. And if you give me, you know, a decent amount of time, I will get them all. But doing it without any mistakes in between is a little challenging. 1, 2, 3. Everyone always looks so much harder than it should be. But it actually is. I don't know what it is about that room, but it always feels like it should be hard. But it's surprisingly lenient. Yeah, because cold means your arms are shaking a little bit, regardless of how nervous you may be. I do not know how I bonked on that jump twice. Seriously. How do you bonk? I tried it off stream after I bonked twice on that thing, and I could not recreate it. Like, you've got to jump before you press left, and then still manage to jump really, like, press left really late somehow, and I don't know how I did that. Like, the second one especially, I really thought I pressed them both together, but at least pretty closely. But, you know, I was dead, so clearly I didn't somehow. With how confident I am of what room is coming next, I almost feel like I am speedrunning. Just because it feels like I almost won't hesitate in any of the room entrances, which I'm sure won't be true, and that's good. Because my PB died to me not hesitating on a room entrance, and realizing too late that I was wrong, so... Hopefully we don't recreate that. You could probably rush that room, but not worth it. Nice. Wasn't sure if I was late for those shots there. Fair enough. That might actually be the first time I pressed left against that fan. Just didn't trust myself to not run off the edge somehow there. Nice. Alright, first kind of scary part, on-off blocks of a different kind. I'm certainly not expecting to clear today, just with how I'm feeling right now, but, you know, you never know. Can never quite tell how things will go out. Could be wrong, but... I can't believe I went early on that once. Oof, close. Ooh. That looked a bit close, but I guess it was fine. Ooh, not thinking. As shown from me just shooting on the floor. Nice. Ah. Yay. We love standstill strats. We love not having to think. Let's go. Alright, we practiced this. It's fine. Yay, he's done it. Let's go. Why is that jump a problem? Oh, I hate that that jump's mildly scary for me. Right, when I was doing my off-stream playthrough and I died 10, 12 times or whatever, one of my deaths was actually to this little section. Specifically to the eye near the end, because I just wasn't really thinking about my shoot timing and just kind of went for it. So, something to be aware of, I guess. It shouldn't have to be, but... Ah, reset that. Go. Gotta be aware of the slightest things going wrong after all. Still waiting for the time I go too late on that. Oh yeah, my mash speed is gonna be slow right now. Chloe is going to be an issue. Oh. Yeah, this route. This is where I died. Because I tried to jump to shoot the eye, just the worst timing imaginable. Of all the places for my first death to happen. Ah, come on, really? Nope. Why did you jump there? Oh my god. Stupidest play of the century. Almost surprised that you can jump there without dying. Yeah, I'm gonna blame the cold. I did not expect today to be the day. Wait, why are you going? Yeah. Not thinking about the route in the slightest. But hey, past boss 2, so that's the start. We get to play the video game. It's a good beginning. Now I just have to do the rest of it, you know? Maybe a quarter of the way through. Hey, nice. I'm feeling decent, well, I don't know. I want to say I'm feeling decent about early game, but... that doesn't stop you from making silly mistakes. I died to that room on the fine play at one point as well. That's kind of the problem. You can know everything, but still make a silly mistake somewhere that you're not expecting. Regardless, whether it's due to nerves or just losing focus for a moment because you get too comfortable. Like, that's almost the problem with a thing like this. You almost need to just be, like, slightly on edge the whole way. Just to make sure you don't lose too much focus for one screen and then bad things happen. Thanks, Richard. Alright. Nope, come on. Bit close on that one, but it worked out. Thanks, Dak. Appreciate it. Yeah, my goal today is just, like, get a decent number of attempts past Boss 3. That's kind of what I'm hoping. But obviously we'll have to see. Because I had quite a few attempts reach Stage 3 last time. But then I talk too much during the on-off guys and die. And yeah, that's kind of bad, so... As long as I just, you know, 100% less talking on that section, that's kind of the goal for today. Because the coldness in my room is not going to be particularly helpful for that. I don't have a double jump. Why did I think I had double jump for a moment? I know I just practiced wizards in late game, but still. Ooh, part 1 down! Part 1 beat boot down, let's go! He managed to hold back from saying anything! Not that he has too much to say in most cases anyway. Okay. I mean, it's the start of the stream. We don't have enough people here to start talking yet, I guess. That's mainly why as well. That definitely helps in some regards. Oof, too close. Yeah, cool. Wizard. He remembers the room! Let's go! Alright. I did think I messed up a little bit in there, but it worked out. Good. Hi, Cleo. Oof, close. Close. I was hoping for another round of shots, but a bit too far away. Okay, cool. No damage, but don't risk either. Yeesh, okay. Round 2 of the same thing. Who needs to hurt the boss anyway? Thank you. Okay, alright. That felt a bit iffy because of the blue and the pink twice, but 3 for 3? 3 for 3 on Cleo. So that's nice. I'm pretty sure I'm 3 for 3 for Cleo. I don't think I've died to her. I can't remember if there was a run that I did. I'm pretty sure I just died before Cleo, and that's what was annoying, so... Because, yeah, Point came in for a little bit, started talking to him, and then died on, like, the room before her or something, so that was cool. And now we get back to Waterfall area. Hopefully. That's safe anyway, that's fine. I'll never get more than 2 hits a cycle on this guy, I swear. Ugh. Right, scary section. Dude, that snail is not hard, but I always worry about it. Every single time. Hey, dude, I'm so upset I died to the 16 pixel that one time. I really am. Like, you can see why I feel like I was gonna make it. It's so rare you die to that. Well, not the timing I normally go for, but hey, it doesn't really matter. Normally go for the second gap first, but whatever, cool. If it doesn't kill me. Oh, goal 3, nice. Just play it slow, that's fine. I got time. There's very few saves you have to worry about the timer, thankfully, so... But that first one's always scary. Even if it's not that bad. See, yeah, being cold almost feels like it makes you more nervous too, annoyingly. It feels like it's easier for you to make mistakes. It did kill still. If that hadn't killed, I would just play it safe, that's fine. Come on. Hey! I don't think that strat's scary, but I'm so worried about messing it up every time. Evening, Happy. Right, don't need to save. Yeah. Straight to frogs. Straight to frogs. He remembers that one room he died to at least, so... Hopefully nothing will go wrong. Hopefully. In my offline run, I did die to this screen twice, though. I somehow managed to run into the frog. Don't know how I did that, but yeah. Okay. Thought I jumped a bit late off that second block there, but cool. Man, I did that last time as well. How? Literally, you can jump at any time and it's fine. Even bonking is fine. Okay. Round 2. Thanks, random. It's like I'm jumping on the screen transition, so it eats my jump. I think that's what's happening there. Right, I died once on this screen because I missed the shot. That was very upsetting. Probably shouldn't have held right there, but it worked out. Does he remember? Oh wow, crazy, he does. He does not hold right on left on entrance this time. Freaking... God, how did I die here on PB? That's so upsetting. Full jump. Small jump. Yay! Oh my god, it's so easy. Still can't believe I died to that room just because I forgot it existed. Oh, nice, okay. Do worry a bit about those frogs, but it doesn't kill me. Yeah, on-off thing first. Then frog. Bye, frog. And don't rush. Definitely screwed that room up once or twice offline, and then nothing. Yay! What could go wrong, right? So much more nerve-wracking when you know you shouldn't die. Because it's the easy boss. Yeah, I thought that was a bit late. Oh, really? Oof, bit close. Woo, halfway! Let's go! How is boss 4 the... Well, boss 4... Actually, I was going to say, how is boss 4 the halfway mark? But you know what? That does make sense. There are 8 bosses. So, yeah. That is how that works. I just think about the fact there's 6. That's not actually true. 6 plus the other 2. Yeah, reason to practice that a bit on the start of the stream, just to be sure. I thought I was going to miss for a moment then. Alright. I panicked. I was worried I'd somehow missed the frog then. Okay, on to the next section. And by next section I mean going back there, because I always forget that that's a thing you have to do. I always think, cool, we've done the part, let's go to the next area, and then it's like, but the next area is back where we went first. Because I have to get key 2. Yeah, and this, right? Ah, wasn't even 3 hits. It was 3 hits. Ah, cool. PD? Question mark? I keep wanting to take the saves, man, every time. Alright. I'm not breathing yet until I get past the second part because, you know, the instant you take a breather is when you make a really stupid mistake. Like if I hadn't held up there or something, I don't know. Alright, we gotta relax for a moment. Genuinely, I'm shaking a fair bit and it really is just because it's really cold in here. I should have turned the radiator on, but... a bit late for that now, I think. Like, obviously a little bit of it's nerves, because, you know, hey, PB, halfway through. Got past boss 4, let's go. But, like, I do think the majority really is just, like, I really needed to warm my room up more. One of those things you don't really realize just how cold it is until you really need to play well. And then, oops. Because normally I would be wearing something like woolly jumper type thing I've got. However, it doesn't really feel great for streaming in because it makes you kind of sweaty. Like, streaming is a surprisingly strenuous activity sometimes. It shouldn't be, because, you know, you're just sitting in a chair, but... I mean, especially when you're playing hard things, I guess, and you're trying way too hard on something. Alright, break over. Back to trying to not to make stupid mistakes. I always wondered if I'd die there. I always wondered if I'd make that mistake. Cool. Alright, where's the code? I always wondered if I'd do that. Where's post key 2? BGWL. That's a stupid one. Yeah, this cold is really frustrating, but like, by the time... I'll turn the radiator on, but like, by the time it warms up, it's gonna be kind of too late, I feel like. Yeah. I really wish I'd done that sooner, but... BG... WL... RNCM, okay. RNCM. Yeah, you should be Uber. That's annoying. I'll go around for a bit longer just to double check things, mainly for the... Yeah, you go a bit after it moves, man, and I know that. But like, I thought it was after it moved, that's the problem. It must have been like a little bit before it moved, and that's the problem. Like, that's not a room you die to. You always find stupid mistakes in the moments. Because, yeah, I definitely know how the rest of this works. I'm genuinely very confident with, like, the back half of things. Which is partly why that's annoying. But, like, if it's gonna be to anything, it's gonna be a stupid mistake. That's kind of how it is. Like, you can probably see me shivering, and I'm not nervous at this point. I died. It's just cold. Free. I love that. I love that that works. This, that. Like, yeah, I can genuinely just basically remember everything that's coming up. I'm not even taking a save. Like, this is probably the scarier one of the ocean section. I might just put my jumper on, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on. This sucks. Ugh. This feels bad. Because, like, here's the thing I'm normally wearing throughout the day, so it doesn't matter if the radiator's cold, because this is great. This is fantastic. Big fan. Hey, Stevie, how's it going? Ugh. Congrats again on Fangame Awards. Well deserved, clearly. Slow down a little bit there. Unsurprisingly, it's a lot less nerve-wracking when you're not on an actual run, but like these screens aren't nerve-wracking for me anyway because they are free. I mean, the screen I died to is free as well. If anything, that's what's annoying. Cool, do that thing, and that's safe one. Yeah. I'm very confident with how this all works, dude. It just takes time. It really does. Like, I know how it all goes. If anything, I'm doing this to practice boss 5. Like, there's an argument that I wouldn't be playing this quite as well if I was in an actual attempt. But I don't think much would change, really. I feel like this would go pretty similarly. Please? Ah, still got it, nice. It's a bit slow there. And then we get to the fish section. A bit early. See, that could kill me as well. That could definitely get me. Just by going just a little bit too early on the jump. So I'm going to play it again because of that. You just go after and shoots. And that's the problem. It's not so much like the big things almost. It's all the small things that can be a problem. It's like... I mean, it's the description I gave to, like, playing Classic on Impossible as well. Like, when you're playing a really long save, it kind of boils down to the hard parts. And then there's a couple of medium things that are difficult, a couple of medium difficulty things, and then there's the rest that kind of all melds together as far as the air-quote difficulty goes. Because none of it should kill you, but there's so much of it, there's a reasonable chance that something does. Yeah, make sure you hug the left there. You don't have to jump too high. If I mess up, it's better to go too low than too high, basically. I've not gone too high yet, but I'm not going to say there's not a chance. Yeah, this underwater part's fine, man. I have, like, very few worries about this. It's just whether I remember the cycles or not. And then one more screen. And honestly, this screen is one of the ones I worry about, both forwards and backwards. And then the other part that's actually scary. That's not what I wanted to do, gotta be honest, thought they'd shoot faster. Yeah, I did that on purpose, obviously. I won, like... There's a reason the seahorses are something that worries me, and that dodge was one of them. It's because, like, I can't really tell when I'm gonna kill things. Oh, I was gonna jump later for that. Okay. See, that's how it's supposed to go. Like, pretty clean for the most part. Like, I clearly have the idea down, it just feels like it's really easy to make a mistake, you know? Yeah, I should have put my jumper on a while ago, it's just too cold. And my mashing is not good, so that was, yeah. That's the one thing I tend to screw up a little bit. When it starts top right, that's why I've got to keep remembering. When it starts top right, you've got to jump out early. Otherwise, you get, you know, the pincer movement. And this is just because I've done it a couple of times, fair enough. You do a big jump to the right. Jump a little bit late. You get a bit less damage, but it's not a big deal. Really? Yeah, I feel like these deaths are just from not paying proper attention because I already did it twice. I mostly just wanted to start top right once, just so I can remember that a bit better. But, you know, you don't really get a say in the matter. And then we're back to old strats. Yep. You get the idea, yeah. You can see why the boss is scary for an impossible mode run. I'm not changing the title, by the way. I'm leaving current PB as what it is before. That's meant to be like day 1 PB, is more the idea. Hey, he jumped early. I wasn't sure that was a bomb. I'm still surprised the other guy does 2 jumps here when going for damage. Like, he jumps to the bullet and then jumps again, and I just don't trust him not to shoot fast. For good reason. Yeah, I don't know, I like the strat. It's just gonna be if things go wrong when I kill one early or something. That's the main worry. Do I keep this playthrough going? I don't know if I should finish this off or go back and restart at this point. I feel like I should just reset. I don't think I'm gonna get much from practice. That, yeah, this guy. Yeah, that's what scares me. Doing that. Hold on, where's the safe spot? Not there. Did not save. That was stupid of me. Fair enough, I can go back and do that again. I don't want to use a safe spot, but I feel like I should just double check to be sure. And like if it does that, then I just gotta go ham on the bottom one. That's the fear. That's the fear right there. That's also why I jumped early last time. Because the fast shots in the middle are not a great time, but like, if you time it wrong and jump wrong, then you're just going to, you know, fall into it or something. It's going to be bad. Like, there's nothing that feels 100% consistent on that, if I'm honest. On the transition between the two. I don't really feel comfortable with it, I gotta say, but like, nothing's too high. It's unlikely I die to anything. Which is kind of the problem. Unlikely does not mean, you know, safe. Yeah, I don't think there is a safe spot here. And if there is, it's like this. Yeah, basically you're not doing this. Found it. You are not doing this in an attempt. You're not doing that, okay. Alright, cool. Alright, round 2. Can we make it past the nothing death this time? That would be cool. Very good first attempt, which is nice. We did get further. I did not screw up something stupid in Waterfall. However, now we get to the main attempts of the day, which is past the first one, so how far do we get regularly? How often do I screw up pre-boss 1/2? I don't know, that joke was a good one. Heart Goes On for that section's very appropriate. It is true. It is 2 minutes of nothing. There's like 2 dodges that you gotta do. I'm actually kind of annoyed at like going early for that thing. I don't know how I went early. I was convinced that was when they turned around, but I guess if you go a moment before they like actually turn, then you die, so... Yay, I learned something new! I was just a bit worried about cutting it too close on the way down, because it felt like my head almost touched them sometimes. Oh yeah, no, it's great. Like, I love it. It is genuinely my favorite save in the game. Because it's so stupid. Like, I went through without the power-up, the Infinite O2 at one point, just to see how far you could get as well. It's, yeah, it's like peak fan game, basically. Like, how do I force the player to get the infinite oxygen when they also can survive 90 seconds without oxygen? Well, you just have something that lasts longer than 90 seconds, obviously. That just makes sense. That's just good game design. Now, the fact that the save is kind of nothing for like 99% of it, maybe, I don't know, there's an argument to be made one way or the other there, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it being like that instead of like an actual 90-second save where you have to do things, so yeah. Right. I genuinely don't know Metroidvanias enough to know like how common that is in, you know, popular games. I have very few examples. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a thing, but I don't know about them. I thought that was too far left. Yeah, that was a frame too far left there. Worried about hitting the dude even though it actually isn't that bad. Fair enough, my bad. Done that before, do it again. Ugh, cold hands. I would love to wear gloves if it wasn't for the fact it makes inputting anything a nightmare. Like, I don't remember that sort of a save happening anywhere in Metroid, but like, I won't say it doesn't. I know there's a couple of scary lava saves. I think they're supposed to do that, but you know, speedrunners are too good, so I'm not aware. Good first attempt. Yeah, first attempt made it halfway, that's nice. It was a PB. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much what I was thinking of. Areas that, like, force you to lose health over time, but, like, technically speaking, you can make it. Whereas here, I mean, you can't exactly drain the player's health. They have no health to lose. Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, but now they do. They have that one health. Yeah, then you instantly die, but you know. So this is kind of the only thing you can really do about that. I still can't believe you can't outrun these. Like, I wouldn't try an unfair mode attempt, obviously, but like, you'd think the speedrunner would be able to, but nope. They're just slow. Those blocks always seem so scary to me. They really do. Done. Thank you. Alright, because he remembers this time. I mean, it's better to, like, stop and not remember a room than think you remember a room and rush, so... God, I'm so happy with that bat strat, I really am. Considering how much I died to that screen. Like, when doing playthroughs, at least. I don't think I've really died there on unfair mode, but yeah. Not on unfair mode, I definitely have. Well. Alright, that should be the last one. Yeah, there you go. Figuring out when the spiky thing will go to the right of me. And now it should be under me at a weird time. Yeah, okay, and that's also when it dies. Good. I could have made that anyway, though. Could have shot and gone left and made it. Next one would have been scary, but that requires a lot of missed shots. Round we go again to the basement. Ooh, basement. Close. One of the scariest enemies in the game, somehow. Like, not all snails, just that specific snail. I mean, quite a few snails are actually pretty scary for me, but that one seems to be one that messes me up, so... I guess one of the downsides of, like, the fact that every room kind of has its strat is, like, when you're replaying, you really want to go a bit faster because you know better what to do again now, and you can't. Like, I do think that's probably one of the things that was screwing me up a fair bit last time, too. You can't play it faster. However long it took me to get to the point that I was at last time is how long it's going to take me to get there this time. Because going faster means you're doing a different cycle. Those fireballs really do look like they should kill me more. They really do. On the previous screen. Like, I guess there's a little bit of time where I could stop, like, holding back when I screen transition, but, you know, it's better safe than sorry. As we have learned many a time. On specifically screen transitions, at least. In rooms themselves, it does vary. There's only so much you can hold back. Sometimes you really do just need to go for it. Alright. He remembers. Woo! Oh, right. Oops. I'll look at the chat. That's fine. And yeah, I think it took me like 4 hours or so to get through everything, and I got hard stuck at the end because of something stupid. Didn't see something was touching a mine when it was, so... Oops. Like, the first area was an area I couldn't seem to solve because I couldn't figure out one thing. It's because, in my mind, it needed to touch a thing somewhere, and it was already touching something. And I was silly. So... yeah, no, that game's really cool. Big fan. Definitely something I could play for a good while. Hey. And will be getting at some point in the future. When I have a job. When I feel like I can safely afford it without worrying about certain other things right now. Is being worked on very slowly. 'Cause yay. An hour for the last two. Honestly fair, yeah. There were definitely some difficult moments in it still. Like, most of it's pretty free, and then you get that one moment that just feels like, what the hell am I meant to do here? And I'm pretty sure those aren't hard either, it's just, you know, when you get 1,000 puzzles, eventually you brain fast a little bit on one of them. Yeah, saw that coming. I was way too late. I was way too late on the first jump. I shouldn't have rushed that, but not used to doing it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all of the puzzles in there aren't that hard, it's just you brain fast a little bit on something, and it means that you take a lot longer than you probably should have. But yeah, it's really cool. Big fan. Yeah, yeah. Like, you get to an area, think, oh, I can't really see anything right now, and you feel like you have to train it from one area to another, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, you get that one piece that feels like it's a mile away, whoops. And just, like, chain effects into the ending. I guess chain effects was what I was going for, but I was thinking like a train. There we go again. I did say that those blocks are some of the scarier ones, so fair enough. It is what it is. I mean, it's kind of, yeah. It's related. I'm sure it's a term people have used before. I can't think of a time that people have, but I'm sure it has been. course, the first attempt was the best one. I swear, like, the early game is almost like my biggest wall, it feels like sometimes. I don't know why, but something about the early game feels like the hard part. Like the pre-boss 2 sort of stuff, I mean. Not that the, like, boss 2 to boss 3 is easy or anything, but it feels like as long as I'm paying attention, everything there's fine, because it's either cycles or, you know, timing the on-off stuff. Whereas there's just something about the early game that feels so screw-uppable in so many ways. Despite it really not being any harder than anything else, in my opinion. It could just be because, you know, doing the same thing over and over again a little bit as well. Because, you know, when you play the same stuff over and over, you kind of stop paying attention a little bit. You lose track of things. But I can't say anything for certain, so... A lot of easier screens. I mean, everything is, though, that's the thing. I can't really think of any screens that are hard in this game. Like, even when playing for the first time, there's like a couple of things here and there that I definitely had issues with on my first playthrough, that definitely feel easier now that I know the strat, which is typical. I thought that was going to be the other one. I thought that was this one. There you go. Panicked a little when I couldn't see it, just ran and hoped. And last round. Go. Kill you when you feel safe. I mean, I can't say I really felt safe in my PB today, but like, I still messed up. Just went slightly too early. Like, probably a couple of frames or something. Genuinely, like, slightly too early. I almost want to try that screen out a bit more. Just in case, but like, I don't think it would really change much. It's not that hard of a screen. Just, you know, time it correctly, basically. Round we go again. Right, yeah. I forgot this time round. I mean, the screens like that also don't help because, like, there's nothing to learn, you know, when you die on the easy screens. Oh, you can make that, okay. Like, a screen like the robots, for example, that I just did. I died a couple of times there, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll figure out a safer strat. Instead of doing what I did before and hope that I don't miss. A screen that's just, like, two squids bouncing back and forth, it's like, what are you supposed to learn? It's not hard to time, you just messed up. There's no practice here, it's just, don't make this mistake in the future. Which, if anything, is kind of more annoying in a way, but, you know, the only answer really is just go around again and hope you don't do it next time. That's why we don't rush up. Hey, Matrick. Yeah, welcome to attempt day 2. Current PB, a little past key 2. Pretty good first attempt, but yeah, hopefully I can get past there again. Because my biggest wall on day 1 really was just, I'm talking too much on off things still. Talking really is a death sentence, unfortunately. So, yeah. I've learned my lesson from day 1, hopefully I'll take that into day 2, and make many more further attempts, which would be nice. Obviously, though, still to pass the first two bosses, which have their own issues, so... Early game still has its problems. Even if I do feel confident with late game. I can safely tell you this won't be close to world record. Like, as far as I can tell, this takes me like an hour, hour 10. And obviously you know what world record is, so... But yeah, like, the slowest run on the board is still a bit under an hour, so I'm not even matching that. But again, you know, admittedly, as I've said many a time, I can't mash fast enough anyway, so... I do wonder how much time it would save if I could just mash faster. I mean, there's obviously a little bit I'm not going closer to the bosses to be able to mash faster in some cases, but... There's safety over speed. Oh, that didn't go, okay. But even then... There you go. Almost thought I went too early that time. Close, fair enough. I'm really worried I'll go early on purple again. I did that once. It's such an embarrassing death. Like dying to the start of purple. Alright. I almost feel like I should take my hands off the arrow keys, just in case. Just to make sure I don't accidentally tap left or something somehow. I don't know how I would, but... I mean, there was a platforming game recently I was playing where, like, left and right arrows, up was jump, and then space was something. And I kept accidentally pressing A, which was an alternate control for left, which kept screwing me over, so... Just because my fingers rest there. I friggin... Oh my god, why? I have practiced that jump. I did that at the start of the stream for good reason. Because I know that can happen. No, you know what? No, just... No, end it. I'm doing it again. I know I can die there. I didn't think I jumped that low. That's like 4 frame or something that I did? I don't know. I wasn't all the way off the edge, sure, but like, come on. I thought as long as I'm a little bit off, it should be fine, right? I was certain that was okay. Veg B. It's so annoying dying there. Just like right before you get a run started. RCQU. Hey, seriously, who dies there? Who dies there multiple times? I genuinely don't get how I managed to screw that up so much. Like, this jump is not hard. Whoa, crazy. Whoa, crazy. That was even the low jump. Like, how did that one live? There you go. I guess I just needed to be literally a frame further right for that one to be fine. Alright, so I found the absolute edge where that will not live. And like, I'm not gonna jump that low. You see what I mean? It looks like I'm going decently high, but like, it still dies. Surprisingly. Alright, what's 1 frame further? Is it that? Let me just... Okay, that's a frame further. That will definitely live. Cool. I'm so sick of dying to that jump, man. I'm so sick of dying to that. That finally, sure, that should have that sorted. Never again. God, I hope never again. The previous two I can at least semi-blame when, like, being tired and whatnot. It was pretty far into the stream. That one's annoying. I really thought I'd figured out how that jump works at this point. This is why I say not everything's obviously easy. There are the medium jumps here and there. That screen was definitely a medium. I've never jumped too high for it because it's very obvious what's too high, but for some reason it's really easy to jump too low. Because it's actually 2 frame perfect or something, and trying to judge a frame in this engine's a nightmare for me, so. Surely I'll never die there again now. Right? Surely not. Like, it's honestly, I actually, like, it's upsetting how deceptive that jump is, because it really doesn't look like anything. It looks fine. It's just, oh yeah, okay, you jump right and everything's okay. And then somehow you've jumped too low, and you think, well, I mean, sure, that happened, I guess. Don't know how, but whatever. It'll be fine next time. You know, I'm just gonna do that. And then you die again. And it's just, it's confusing. Why would you die again there? It's not hard. Who dies there? Fine, we found out how far off we need to be. Just to make absolutely sure it doesn't kill us for that. Truly frustrating how many times I've died to that. Not even just in unfair mode, just in general. Like, I don't think I died to it on my hard mode playthrough, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure it made me nervous. I almost did it again. So easy to run to the right there, not thinking. Yeah, okay, so you can just always hold right for that. Good to know. Even if I go a bit late, I'll still be able to make the last jump. Fine. Fair enough. That's what I was worried about. I always forget what room it is, and it's because it's just a single key door. It's a nothing room. Surely he won't die past boss 2 again. Surely not. Surely he'll reach the wizards this time. Because obviously he can die before the wizard still. But after boss 2, but as long as it's not like the literal first jump, you know? That would be fantastic. Alright. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, right, don't have high jump. What am I thinking? Man, you can definitely make that. I mean, I know that you can make that. I've seen the task do it, but I thought it was going to be more unreasonable than what I had there. Yeah, see, I was thinking like the blue underwater road, because it's not really made of bricks. I guess it's made of rocks. Is that close enough? A rock close enough to bricks? It is a very much long, winding road there. Ah, really? Just so you know, Uber, if you're still here, I will not be doing Pickery on Impossible. Please do not be disappointed in me. I will not be doing every old game on harder difficulties. Look, I haven't done Bonk on Impossible yet. I'm definitely not doing Pickery. Oh, get close. Oh, do you mean like actual unfair RNG or what? Bit early on that last movement there, but okay. I have no idea what the RNG is like in that game. I wouldn't be surprised though, considering how old it is. I will never forget dying to that room twice from bonking on that jump after everything's dead. I will never let myself forget that, because I still don't know how I managed it. Like, I tried the room off afterwards, just to see just how reasonable it is. I basically have to press left, like, half a second after pressing jump somehow, and I don't know how I managed it the second time. I really don't know. It's really not a hard jump. That's not what you do. You're meant to jump straight up. I forgot for a moment. Cool. We love forgetting. I keep thinking I'm going to press jump here as well. Like, just out of panic. Off to the hard part of the early game again. Seriously, the main part of early game that I actually, like, think is a problem and should kill me is the end of stage 2. Everything else should be fine. But, you know. I think I've had, like, maybe one death or so before the end of this part right now. But, yeah, for the most part, it really is just the end of stage 2 that's been killing me. I'm surprised I made it with how early that was. But yeah, this space section. We love forgetting screens because I'm thinking too far ahead. The biggest issues I will always have. Thinking too early, thinking too far ahead instead of what's in front of me. It's so easy to do, and I will do it again. I thought about that screen like 2 screens before that death as well. And then promptly stopped thinking about it as soon as I started thinking about the timing on the space stuff. So yeah, like... I said after the first playthrough, the real game begins after your first round through. Because that's where your mistakes will start happening. Your, like, silly slip-ups here and there. And, I mean, case in point, really. It's so easy to, like, lose focus a little bit when you're doing the thing you've done, like, 100 times already. And I don't even think I've done it 100. I don't even know if I've done it 50. There's just, I know how it all works, you do the actions, you get through to the end, everyth's fine, yada yada yada, and unfortunately, that is not how video games tend to work. Knowing the inputs is what we call a task. Doing the inputs is playing a video game. So unfortunately, you can't get away with just knowing what it is that you need to do. Ah, Yuka, konbanwa. When is the I Wanna Make a race? Is that, 21? Oops. For people unaware, 3 people are going to be doing a race of I Wanna Make's Mr. Scribble Random, medium mode. 3 Japanese players, at some point. It's like a 15-minute run, it's pretty cool. Oh, March. Okay, very early, my bad. March. Gotcha. Completely forgot the date. I have followed the Twitch channel. So when it goes live, I will know. Yeah, still 1 more month. Yeah, Hyoka's runs are really, really good. So to explain a little bit, in Maker you can just have like random map selection. And the race is to play that on medium mode, just like 15 maps of like not too hard difficulty, pretty reasonable, like 40, 50. Maybe at most. And Hyoka's got like, I'd say Hyoka's average is like 10 to 12 minutes, which is really good. I saw it coming. I turned around at the last moment. That was bad of me. I thought that was the one in the corner and the other one was in the corner. I thought the other one in the corner was like I was there too early, so 1 more in the corner and then it would be the thing. Yeah, fine. Whatever. I swear boss 1's going to be the one that kills me the most. I'm going to die more to boss 1 than I do to Cleo. I really am going to die more to boss 1 than Cleo. It's ridiculous. Like, even ignoring the fact that it takes more time to get to Cleo, you get less attempts there, I'm still going to die way more to boss 1 than Cleo. 10-9. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, Hyoka's very, very good at the medium mode of I Want to Make Her. I'm pretty sure there's actually a password for that fight. So there is technically a way you can do that. I remember reading there's a password for it. I don't know how you get that. I'm pretty sure it's just like a dev password. Maybe you get that by beating on an unfair mode, actually. That would be a thing. That would make sense. Just lets you start with everything. But, like, the problem is if it starts you with... Actually, no, I was gonna say... If it starts you with all keys... No, I guess that doesn't mean you get, like, a free pass on everything. It means you can skip the whole of Area 6. You just come in through the back door, which is kind of funny. But, like, otherwise, I don't know how much you'd really be able to actually skip. Like, the Seahorse boss would require the whole route still. Untrue. You skip the first save because of the double jump early. You know, now I'm curious. If we get that for this, then I'll try it out. Oh, didn't think I was going for the shot there, my bad. But yeah, there is a password to let you just start with everything from the get-go. I think it's all power-ups and all keys. But yeah, obviously I could skip all this. Technically, I don't have to wait for that, but like, I clearly mistime it if I don't, so... It actually isn't that one, no. We are not playing Doom. Was that Doom or Sims? I can't remember. Pretty sure that one's Doom, considering the terms going on in there. Yeah, okay, Doom. Old school passwords are hard to remember sometimes. If you told me it's Age of Empires, I would have believed you probably, so... Okay, see, that's the one. See, that's what I mean about being off by the corner one. Because that one was in the corner. One more. Yeah, I missed a bullet. Oh, okay. Maybe I just missed a bullet by standard then. Huh. Prefix for all Doom passwords. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So what does KFA stand for then? Because I always thought it was just like, I don't know, screw all, you know, but Ruda. Ah, you really don't get the kill. Man, that was 6 damage, not enough. Why are snails so tanky? Surely he won't forget something on the way to boss 2 this time. You can see why I get annoyed when I die to the screen right after boss 2, because, like, I screw up pre-boss 2 so much. Like, oh, cool, we got past boss 2, we get a run start, and then you immediately die to the first thing that can kill... Sorry, second thing that can kill you. Technically the second thing, it's not the first thing. We survived the first thing. We die to the thing right after that. Ah! I knew I was rushing. I was playing that way too safe too many times. Last time, I've been slowly getting slower and slower on that one. Like, the first one felt a bit early, second one was middle, third one I was cutting it pretty close to the right there. I was cutting it pretty late, and that one, yeah, fair enough. You should go a bit too early than a bit too late on that for sure. Yeah, I'm not hugely That landed? That was so far left, though. I'm not hugely confident with how the rest of attempts will go today, because for some reason I am hungry, despite having lunch already. I don't know why, but okay, alright, sure. We will see what happens. I'm hoping to at least get one more past boss 2. It really shouldn't be that hard, but it's like even the most slight of distractions mean that you make stupid mistakes, as shown from what I just did, so... I won't say I am hugely confident in my consistency. In the early game, at least. Despite the fact I know I'm pretty good at it. I mean, I'm pretty good at most of the game at this point, but, you know, you only have to die once. You only have to mistime something at one opportunity, and it's all over. Clearly what we need is a dead chat. Let me just ban everyone real quick. That'll mean I won't get distracted. Definitely not the fact that I am still talking all the time regardless. That certainly wouldn't cause me trouble. I really can't believe I went too early on the squids. Of all the things to miss time. Like, that timing feels really lenient, so I can't believe I died there. I mean, sure, I was worried about going late, because I felt like I was cutting it close, but even still. But the jump after boss 2 as well is also really annoying, because, like, you can clearly be really far off the edge of a block. Like, look at this. Meanwhile, I'm worried about being, like, here. That's all you need off that block to be able to make sure that you can guarantee it. But I always somehow manage to be slightly too far left and also jump slightly too low somehow. Like 3 times. It really feels like a room you shouldn't die to, and yet... feels so easy to mess it up somehow. Make sure you're off the edge for that, otherwise I will screw it up again. I don't know. Like, I feel confident with everything, it's just, you know, you can never tell which of the easy screens is going to be the one you screw up this time. Hi, Petunia. Sorry, Lotus Flower, that was the name, wasn't it? That was the official term for it. I just think of it as, like, it's called Petunia because, you know, that's what the thing said. That's the secret level, therefore... that must be its name. Okay. Went for the damage a bit too much there. Yay! Imagine dying to boss 1. Could you imagine dying to boss 1? Round we go again! Place your bets, where does he screw up this time? I really wish there was a safe spot for this, but no, you really just gotta dodge all the shots from that snail, huh? I know it's early on, so it's not that bad, but still. Prove you wrong, prove myself wrong. It's me that I don't trust on this point at this point. I know there's somebody in chat somewhere that's like, no, I think this'll be it. This'll be the run, guys. And it may not even be for a clear, it could just be this will be the run that makes it to like past boss 3 again or something. Meanwhile, I'm out here like, alright, where do we choke it this time? What stupid death is gonna come up this time around? Because boy, I've sure found quite a few so far. And I would obviously love for it to not happen again, however... Well, I tried to, you know, counteract what happened last time, and yeah, that's why I tried to not go too soon. At least that definitely proves the point and why I don't try to go that early. I can't believe I went slightly too late. FA 2025 highlight reel. I mean, I guess if I beat this on unfair mode, that could count for it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Although, granted, I feel like I tend to have at least a couple of clips every year for the highlight reel, so... I don't think I need to beat this to accomplish that. I'll find the way throughout the year. Definitely not helped recently by the lack of most people streaming, so, you know. But I do have my moments as well. Like, that the Crimson one in that clip was really funny. I really do like that Crimson clip, because I knew it was coming as well. I thought, I wonder where that green one ended. And then I screen transition, it was like, ah! Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, it's gonna beat me to the end, isn't it? Like, I'm not gonna beat it to the end. I can't pay attention to the early game. I don't know what my problem is. I am definitely really hungry for reasons unknown to me, but... What was your dodge in the clip thing, Fran? I really just can't talk well, huh? I'm gonna turn you down properly, don't I? Hey. Stupid radiator, work properly for me. That, right? No, I guess not. I guess I do turn it down more. Unfortunately, you can't change the proper temperature of it unless you, like, in a certain mode, so I've got to swap it back, do the thing, check if it's actually correct for the other thing, yada 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 yada. That's probably what I had. That sounds right. Head out at 7? Alright, cool, you still got 3 hours then, good to hear. Pick different from the solo player? I don't remember that minigame. I can think of what it is in Mario Party, but like, I don't remember that in Starter Party. Also, yeah, if you want me to beat the game in 7 minutes, maybe you'll get past boss 2 in that time. You really can't get much further in 10 minutes in this game. It's too long. Oh, good. I do feel like I'll try to focus a bit more on this one anyway. 2 hours ahead of you? Well, have you considered swapping countries? That will give you 2 more hours. It seems like a pretty easy life hack to me. Need more time in the day? Just go back in the day. There you go. How did I die to that? Fine. When you can tell you're not paying proper attention. Doesn't want you ass, dang. Well, I don't know, considering how, recent rules went, well, not so recent rules went in, they probably did want you. Even if they said otherwise. The Tories are very tsundere, is what I'm saying. They are a very tsundere party. They say they want you out, however, their actions speak differently. Dear, so what's that mean? 4, 6. Technically time, yeah. There is time. We'll see. We will see what happens. I make no promises considering how much I die before boss 2. I mean, all my deaths in the last, like, 5 or 6 have been pretty stupid and annoying, which is a shame, but, like, there is still, like, some hard parts pre-boss 2. It's not all just like, oh yeah, if you die, it's something silly. Surprised I haven't died on this screen still, honestly. Like, boss 1's not hard, but it feels really easy to make that one mistake. Where I don't realize when it's going to go to the left of me or not, or the right of me even. Cool. See, that one was free. That one felt so clean. It was so easy to tell it was going to be the one to the side. I missed a shot again, man. Okay, that one's not too bad as long as you just turn around. Fine. Last one. Assuming I hadn't missed a shot? Okay, no, even if you have missed a shot. Alright, cool. I guess it's like an odd amount of health. Good to know. Place your bets. Where do we die in boss 2 this time? I really want to do more polls on, like, or predictions, sorry, of, like, how far do you think now we'll get? But it almost feels like it's not really worth it. When, you know, it feels like half the attempts die before boss 2. You know? Like, how far do you think it'll get? Do you think it'll get before boss 2 or after boss 2? And it would be kind of a fun game in that regard, I guess. Do you think he, like, continues to lose focus and chokes it again? Or do you think he actually manages to hold himself together for just long enough to make a little bit of progress? It almost feels like you should check in every, like, 15 to 20 minutes to make sure I'm past boss 2, and if yes, cool, we've got to run. Yeah, that one always feels like it's cutting it a bit close. The next screen really, this screen obviously isn't that bad, but somehow I've died twice now, so oops. There you go. I seriously died twice to that, man. Yeah, only in unfair mode, you managed to find ways to die that you wouldn't normally, I guess. Oh, it is what it is. See, this is the problem now. Because of how much I've been screwing up early on, it almost feels like this is progress. I'm not even in the Sky Fortress yet. Right. "15 minutes of cleaning." True, honestly, yeah. Like, the stream is almost like the TikTok, Facebook background noise type of thing, you know? Kind of like mindlessly scrolling through it. Every so often you check to see if there's something interesting actually going on. And if not, then cool, go away, deal with your things for a bit. And if there is, great! You have entertainment now. Let's go! One day I feel like I'm going to, like, go too far somehow for that. Like I'm gonna jump too far right, go too early, and somehow the fan's not kicked in when I'm holding left. I don't know how you'd be able to do that, but I wouldn't put it past me. I wouldn't put it past an unfair mode playthrough in general. Okay, well, was wondering if that would ever happen. Been waiting for that one for a good while, at least I reacted. The slowest reactions in the world, but I did react to it. Ah. Yay. Slowest reactions in the world, god. So not really paying that much attention still because, you know, it's still this, so... What could go wrong, right? It's the early game, and there's nothing that hard. Aha. He didn't run off the edge thinking it's the next tree. Let's go. He actually gets to the hard part. Woo. Alright, how do on-offs go this time? There you go. Alright, bit close again, but it's fine. That was a bit close as well. That was really early. I don't know if that would say that was clean. No. I don't know if I'd say that was clean for the blue blocks there, but it was very, very early on it, that's for sure. Now to see, not now to see if I pass boss 2. Now to see if we pass that one jump after boss 2. Surely he knows how it works now, right? Pretty good boss 2 though. I knew as soon as I jumped. Like, I'm so worried about screwing it up. You can go so far off the edge, my guy. How? How do you die to that? Repeatedly. I knew I'd undershot the jump. I was so nervous, like, considering how much I screwed that jump up, I was worried about overshooting the jump again. Like, oh no, what if I go too high? Because, you know, I'm nervous. So I went lower and way lower than I intended to as well. What a stupid place to die. Let alone 4 times. Like, I really need to just launch myself off the edge before I can actually do it properly, or I'm gonna screw it up somehow. Let's just find out. Let's just find out. I'm not gonna put before, but I did it again, didn't I? Hold on, I gave it 30 seconds like a dumbass. Delete. Delete. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's not... Why is the timer so low down? I'm gonna give this 20 minutes. No, 50... 10. 20 minutes is really overkill. We don't need that much. Okay, there we go. Do a prediction properly. So basically the run doesn't start... Like, the prediction doesn't start until after I pass boss 2 again. Okay? Cool. We can all be in it together for that one then. Now we all hope that Now doesn't screw up the easiest jump in the bloody world. How would he ever do such a thing? Repeatedly. Somehow. How does he do it? I don't know. It's almost like boss 2 feels like a choke point, so when he finally gets past there, his nerves skyrocket and he makes the dumbest mistakes in the world, I guess. Even though there's only one mildly hard screen. It's not even like a hard screen, it's like medium difficulty. And that just makes it all the worse that I keep screwing it up. Like, there's no, like, hard jump as far as I'm concerned in this game. Nothing that comes immediately to mind, at least. Like boss 3, maybe? There's just a bunch of medium difficulty things that, like, 50-50 odds. You should probably pass it, though. And right now it feels like I am failing those odds dramatically. Like, is it hard? Not really. It's not easy, but it's not hard. Should you die? Maybe once or twice, sure. 4 times? 4 times. 2 excluding the tired ones. Like, come on. Is everything okay at home? Is everything going alright? Do you need some help, buddy? To which the answer is very clearly yes. Oh dear. Very clearly yes. For reasons that aren't clear. I do think I'm gonna walk off that at some point, and that's gonna be annoying, but at least it's early game, so it's not a big deal. Feel free to place your mental bets if I manage to reach the high jump at least, though. Or if I manage to die before that, too. That makes for a very uninteresting prediction, but you know. Maybe I should have said dies 3 times before boss 2. That's honestly not a bad idea for, like, one of the options there. Like, specifically, I have to die 3 times, maybe 5 even, before I reach boss 2, and therefore clear it because boss 2 is not hard. Or get past boss 2, and how far do I get? One of the two. If I was a bigger stream, that would have been a great option. Like, I definitely would have gone with that. 3 to 5 deaths before boss 2, or an attempt past boss 2. How far do you think it will get? Oh, God. Send help. Like, I'm truly curious to see where I'll make a mistake after boss 2 again. Considering how far they tend to get, I almost died before the high jump. Like, they tend to do pretty well. I'd say more often than not, like, when I did get past boss 2 on last stream, it would generally get to, like, pretty deep in Wizards and then die to me talking during the on-off stuff. Like, probably at least half my attempts died to, like, talking during on-off. And then the rest died to, you know, various things. Some just because of me being nervous, some because of me making silly mistakes, so on and so forth, but yeah. I'll just wait, that's fine. Probably a bit early there, considering how far to the right I was, but still. See, like, now my problem is that I'm worried I'm gonna, like, walk off the edge after boss 2, trying to set it up to make sure I'm far enough over that I can't possibly screw myself. Like, going so far to make sure I can't possibly make myself jump too low, unless I do the smallest jump in the world. I feel like I'm just gonna walk off doing that. So a completely different way to make a mistake on that. Like, surely not, right? Surely he wouldn't die there a third time, right? He says pleadingly. Like, hoping for it not to become true. Surely not. And you'd really have to jump late on that to make sure you manage to go too early, huh? Oh, right. The stretching kind of forgot. That would have been a bad death later on, but thankfully we're pre-boss 2, so nothing matters at the moment. Apparently. How do I die so much before this stupid thing? I really do feel confident about, like, the late game, but I just can't seem to get there often. I don't know how. And then I died to a friggin' squid on one of the easiest screens I haven't died to in forever. I genuinely can't remember the last time I've died to that screen. On anything. I mean, that's kind of the way of, like, one life modes. You make silly mistakes because you get nervous and think you're fine when you're not, so... Instead of doing what you're used to. But the flip side is, like, you do what you're used to and you get a bit too calm, like, relaxed about it, and then you make a silly mistake because you don't realize that you've managed to mess up slightly. Alright, I almost thought that was too early then. Late? Nah, okay. Haven't gone too late for red yet, but there's still time. There's still a chance I do that. At some point. Okay! Post-boss 2 at least. Unfortunate prediction for somebody that said right after boss 2. Didn't honestly think I'd first try here. Considering how attempts have been recently. Wow, that was very clean. Jeez. Rip the just post-boss 2 attempt, guys. Surely rip post-boss 2 attempt, guys, right? Surely he wouldn't die a 4th time. Yay! I was really worried I'd go too far over as well. Oh, God. Seriously, how? How have I made that mistake so much? I could have rushed it. Don't trust it. Too many times I've gone too slow, so... Bloody hell, man. A bit early, but it's fine. You don't have to pause for long on that, which is nice. Imagine being good at mashing. Well, I mean, technically there's still, like, the post-boss 2 period available. It's obviously not exactly what I was thinking of. I was thinking it would be the jump, obviously, but... technically speaking, this is still post-boss 2, but pre-wizard. I almost thought I was going to rush that screen again in a bad way. He didn't jump there this time, let's go! Can't believe I jumped on that screen that one time, that was so dumb. Alright, we get to play the video game! Woo! Oh my god. It really takes me too long to get out of the early game, man. It really does. Keep making so many silly mistakes here and there. I mean, sure, maintaining focus is hard, but... still, that doesn't make it feel much better. When you make the dumb mistake again. Oh, nice. Keep thinking that's going to be oysters. Yeah, the shellfish. Ah, dink, really? Fine. No minor time save, dang. Oh, I do want to be a bit careful on that screen. I have messed that up before. I have messed that screen up before in, like, offline play. Mistiming the jump a little bit. Alright, well, not quite at Wizards yet. There is still a chance. I thought I made that mistake there, nice. I always bonk there now just because it lines up well. But it means if I don't bonk, I'm going to be caught very off guard. I'm a little worried about that. Okay, I've jumped too early on that one before quite a few times as well, so I'm still a bit worried about that happening too, but thankfully no. Boop. Round we go again. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, cool. Does he remember all the cycles he needs to? I'd love to say yes. However, you'd think I'd remember all the cycles I need to... Yeah. You'd think I'd remember all the cycles I need to on, like, the early game as well, and, that's clearly been proven untrue. Oh, part 1 down. Like I said, making sure I don't talk on those. They're fine when I don't talk. Problem is, you know, it's a lot of time spent not talking, so... Granted, there's probably a fair bit of this stage I just don't talk in general, just because I don't really have much to say. There's not really much fear on the cycles and whatnot. Three, 4, dead. Yeah. No thinking. Wizard. Because he knows the wizard is here now, because it's the screen after that one. Woo! Thanks, Stalker. Thanks, Bigfoot. Nope. I took the risk of talking there and it did not work out. Thanks, Bigfoot. Oof. That would have been a new one. Didn't think you could die that way for red, warding yourself in the corner, but it makes sense. Nice! 4 for 4! Let's go! I have not died to Cleo yet. In unfair mode, at least. Right. Many deaths in the early game, but nothing to Cleo. So many deaths in the early game, oh boy. Yeah, my PB last stream, Bigfoot, was like the second, well, title. And first attempt today, did manage to get past that. And died to like a nothing screen that I didn't even think about. So I just went slightly too early somehow. Which I can point out on the way back. Which is very unfortunate. Because yeah, it's a screen like I don't think I've ever died to in casual play. Replaying things, it's not one you ever think about. This one. I died to this on the way back from Key 2. Like, had the infinite oxygen, had boss 4 dead, got Key 2, the 90 seconds of nothing, and then I died of that of all things. It's like, come on, man. Possibly one of the most nothing screens in the game. Like, how is that what kills you? Which, you know, unfair mode, one life mode, I get it in that regard, but like, I don't even think that's precise timing or anything either. So it makes it even worse. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's one jump right after boss 2 I've died 4 times to. 2 of them I was tired, admittedly. It was far on the stream, but like 2 of them were today. And I was not tired, it just turns out it's really easy to jump slightly too low for it. So I have practiced it now. And tried to understand just how far off the edge of a block you can go. But it shouldn't have been something I needed to practice in the first place. Oh, I missed a shot? Okay. I thought I had 2 the first time. So yeah, surely nothing will go wrong. Surely. Okay, Tap, but you phrase that in a way that says that I'm smart for doing Deathless. Yeah, and Bigfoot agrees, as a fellow Deathless enjoyer. You don't have to be smart to do a Deathless thing, you just have to be able to, like, remember the strats. It's kinda like speedrunning in a way. But there's no rush, as shown from my attempts here right now. I really like that timing. The screen still worries me, but I like the timing a lot. I'm really worried I'll go too late on this screen and somehow die. Right. Always go left first. Yeah, you don't have to be smart, you just gotta be able to remember a lot of things. I really shouldn't rush that just in case, but... You just got to know what each thing is, as opposed to being clever. I went too early a couple of times on this screen in a practice run. And now I'm worried about the frog getting me while it's at the end of its jump. I don't trust it anymore. Alright, we'll see if this can be the first time I can actually do the bonk screen, which is easy. Okay, whoops! He's done it, he didn't fall down. I mean, sure, both times I fell down, I got back up and didn't die somehow, but still. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Or wait a moment to make sure you don't run off the edge. Good idea. Well done. Nearly screwed that up last time, it felt like, so... Making sure I don't take the risk again. Yeah, here was PB, because I kind of forgot the screen existed a little bit and just ran left. Straight into the thing. That was day 1. As you can imagine, mildly upsetting. Full jump, smallest jump. I hate this screen in casual playthrough was hell for me to try to figure out strat for, which makes it all the more annoying that it's free. Surely he wouldn't die to anything else in the waterfall. Okay, cool. Oh, right, yeah, don't rush. Surely? Cool, because I died on this screen once when I was playing offline, so... Partly because I forgot it existed. Okay! Ugh, I'm gonna be stretching a lot, I'm sure. Oh, whoops. I definitely felt like some of my dodges here on the fireballs. Got it a bit close. Bro, I'm not letting go of shoot, so I can't repress it. Because I'm worried about making a mistake. I said it last time, but it's still true. Like, this boss is almost scarier than, like, some of the other ones. Solely because it's the one that you shouldn't die to. Like, it's the one boss that really should never kill you. But you do have to go through quite a few loops of it. And it feels like I'm almost jumping too low again somehow. Oh, crap. Yeah, saw that coming. Accidentally held up thinking it was the second set of fireballs, not the first. Yeah, like I said, it's one that you should never die to, but it really feels like, because of that, it feels like you're almost more likely to die to it. And that's terrifying. Yeah. I knew that was gonna cut it close. Maybe I should find a backup for boss 4. Someone remind me of that just in case. Okay. Second time I've accidentally landed there. I thought I was really far left, so it'd be fine, but yeah. Play it safe. No reason to risk it. Is there an issue with Diadox? Ah, yeah, that's fair, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, the place you should never die, but because of that, it means you lose focus a little bit, and then you make the dumbest mistake in the world. Or, counterpoint, you focus too hard, overthink the dodge a little bit, and die in a different way that's also stupid. Which is what I almost had there. Like, I was worried about dying to the fireball, so I jumped a little too high. Like, I got a bit ahead of myself and was thinking too much about what was coming next. Hey, Perilous. Oh, still got 2. Nice. That's really not that bad. Can't believe I went too early on that, man. I almost wish I had a script for this next save. Because I want to go to the loo. It's not bad, but it's one of those things that's like, oh, it could distract me at the worst time. And it's like, okay, there's 1/2 of the deadly objects past. I made sure I didn't calm down, give myself a bit of relief, stop focusing, stressing out so much because of this. Made sure I got past that first. Now you can breathe. This is your half an hour break in the game. You get 1 minute of just stress relief. And then immediately screw up right after somehow, which is something that's really annoying. I was really hoping wouldn't happen. I seriously died to I actually did die to the second thing that could kill me after I finally got past this. That's so annoying. I went back into the save after, I used a password to continue from that point just to see how it went, so I didn't die afterwards, so, yeah, not surprising. Got to boss 5, killed boss 5, didn't decide to do all the way back because it didn't seem necessary. Ugh. Before we have to start trying to pay attention again. Because, if you beat boss 4, that is the halfway point. Which makes sense, there are 8 bosses, but I never really think about that when you only see 6 boss icons in the top right, so... And when the last 2 bosses are back-to-back. How did I go early, man? Ah, truly an unfortunate way to die. Because, that's the intermission, almost. Like, you beat boss 4, cool, have this break section of all this extra platforming that kind of feels like a bit of a waste of time, but like, yeah, well, whatever. And then you get back into the video game. Plus side of impossible mode, never enter a save room, so my song never gets interrupted, so that's nice. It's not hard to do that, I just didn't trust it. Paranoia in full effect. Okay. We have officially reached PB territory again. Woo! Ocean! I had to slow fall just in case, didn't trust trying to time things. Most shots it's good enough on the right hand side, but yeah, it's fine. Not like it's too hard, thankfully. I'll never remember the early jump on this, but whatever. As long as I know the safe spot on the ground. I saw it coming! Why did you slow fall on the first one? You know how tight that is. Why did you slow fall on that? I was worried about screwing up, and so I screwed up. Such a dumb death. PGWL. That's such a dumb death. PGWL. RN6M. Like, it's the screen that I worry about, and that's partly why, but like, I sure overreacted to that. As soon as I slow fall, I knew that like, this is kind of bad, actually, I shouldn't do that, but I thought, it should be fine. Like, no, it's really not, you don't have that much time to deal with that. You don't have that much leeway on that fish. But like, going into it, I was worried about, you know, somehow not landing on the block. As unlikely as that is. There you go, that's how that's supposed to go. Yeah, because like, you can do this, but like, it's not a big deal. I mean, again, it's the hard screen. Yeah, case in point. That's how it's supposed to go. But I slow fall, so I didn't give myself enough time. And I knew that was bad, but like, I didn't have like the time to really think, oh, maybe I should go back and try again and like reset things. Like, you can see why it's not that hard. It's just a little panic-inducing on this fish here at the edge. Like, it just I've not died to it before when doing the screen properly, but it always looks too close for comfort, you know? It always looks like it's cutting it a bit too close to me. And I know how the rest works. I clearly know how the rest works. I mean, the rest of the ocean section doesn't seem that bad to me. I don't have any problems with the rest of it. Honestly, I shouldn't have had problems with that screen, but like, yeah, I overthought it a bit, I guess, so. Shoot for extra safety. I mean, it's not so much the... I can reset it, I can try it again, I did save state there. Yeah, whatever, that's fine, I know how the rest works. It's just like, shoot what? Like, shoot you? Shoot the shellfish? Because I don't need to do that. I'm pretty sure I thought the fish had 2 HP, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I guess it's 1. I guess that's true, yeah. I don't know if I'd want to trust that, but... That's the problem. Like, if I shoot it, it means it will come back sooner, so I'm not sure if I'd want to try that. That's an interesting way of doing that. That's a bit close for comfort, but like, this is the problem. Yeah. Like, it's not hard to just land right kind of on the edge, I guess. Yeah, jump when you see the fish. You get more than enough time to react to it. Although I still cut it a bit close. And then going through area save 2 and save 3. Save 3 is like the Mega Man tile set again, that's fine. Pink. Save area 2 is, we've got the pufferfish that we had there. We have the extra 2 starfish there. If you wait for a moment, that's fine. Maybe that's just the end, actually. I don't remember. Back in God mode, I would. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Kill me. I ran left and couldn't even try to die. Good. Alright, well, good attempt. PB again. That is nice. It is slightly further. 93% of the poll was before boss 3. This was, in fact, after boss 4. So, cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was pretty good. Congrats to the one guy that posted before boss 5. I'm going to go to the loo quickly, and then I will give this another shot. Ugh. Do I put up another prediction? Yeah, I'll put up another prediction in the meanwhile. Yeah, as you can see, you don't really need to put many points in because we don't have many people to add to the prediction, really, so... 10 minutes seems fine still. Before boss 1, I'm not counting polls if I don't make it to boss 2 because it feels a bit weak. I did consider adding an option for like die 5 times before boss 2 before beating boss 2, but I'll stick with just post. It's funny how being safe can be the thing that kills you sometimes. Man, it really is annoying. How trying to be safe is what makes you die. When did I tab away from the game? Okay. The other reason why I don't want to have a boss 2 is it means I can actually put the prediction on for longer than a couple of minutes. Because who knows how far I'll actually get, like, if I die in the first few screens again, the prediction's kind of null and void, so... Before boss 1 is not going to be great, we don't even have the time to get the prediction going. Like, you have 30 seconds to bet, go, go, go! Prediction over! Not the first time I die to those guys, probably won't be the last. It's gonna take me at least a couple of runs to get over the nerves, I'm sure, so we'll see how many tries it takes to actually get another run going. Yeah, I know, that's why I just said I didn't put it, because it would be too short and not worth it, so... I'm not paying proper attention at this point. The game begins after I beat boss 2. Specifically after I beat boss 2 and get out of the first couple of screens. That's why they're not there. It would be the shortest poll in the world. Like, where do you think he'll die and then dies on the first screen? Like, that's just boring. We're not counting those. That's just uninteresting in every way. And yeah, especially right after you had a far-in attempt. Like, how long did that last? 35 minutes, I guess? I'll say 35, because I don't know exactly. And boss 6 is 40, so maybe it was less. 10k on the glare! I won't say it's impossible. I will say, you're giving yourself some crazy odds. If this was a betting world, you would be very much earning your money back. Unfortunately, this is the lower point system, and you may not get your dividends back on that one, so even if you do win. I'm clearly a dreamer as well. I was thinking maybe I'll beat it first try. Despite the fact I'd still die at almost a double-digit number of times in a casual playthrough. Like, when you said, like, I wonder who'll finish first, me with 120, with 100 star, or you with your big kid grind, I immediately wanted to say me. And then I was doing a casual playthrough off stream at the time, and that was like 10 deaths, the thing I told you about. So, 10 is pretty far away from 0. And now, sure, it's 10 deaths when you don't care too hugely because you are playing on normal as opposed to heavily focusing on everything. However, I mean, I still think me as well, especially after watching you play through 100 today. Like, goddamn, 23's PB. That's world record. Whew. Oh boy. If I think I'm a ways off the ending, you guys definitely are. Goddamn. 23 stars out of 100 is quite some distance. Yeah, but I do get that, like, once you've got experience with everything, it does kind of, like, chain together. I mean, easy in what way, Patrick? I don't believe I've ever called this an easy game. My Delphoot review gives it 60 difficulty, which I feel is still pretty fair. I feel like it's a very consistent game, and I stand by that. I thought that was going to be one more in the corner. I can never tell which one that is. I could count, but whatever. Yeah, I saw you say that. I didn't realize you'd full cleared all the stages almost. So that definitely helps a lot. Like, there's a couple of fan game bosses, like K2 final boss. Like, you're kind of learning everything individually, and then you do it. See, that sounds like the same to me, so I guess I'm misunderstanding. Sorry, Patrick. I mean, I figured it was sarcasm, but, like, I don't know, the sarcasm implies that it's been stated seriously in some way, I feel like, somewhere, and I can't think of a time that's happened. It's like, nah, man, it's not easy. I mean, regardless of anything else, I'm trying to beat a game deathless, that's always hard. No one's gonna claim that's easy, and if they are, they're 5 or idiots. So, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. That's fair. Yeah, that is fair. See, I always think that, I feel like, when it comes to something, though, I feel like in a lot of hard challenges I thought, yeah, I could do well at this. In a game like this, it's because of the consistency, not because it's easy, because, yeah, it definitely wasn't, like, I think I can first try this because it's not hard. It's like, I definitely think I could first try this because everything has a strat. And I feel pretty good about my strats. But, you know, things happened. Oh yeah, no, I definitely didn't say that. No, when I died, like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not surprised by this. I mean, I did say I was still pretty happy that I had 2 attempts past boss 3, even if the deaths themselves were kind of annoying. Honestly, high jump might ruin me on my strat there. Ah, saw that coming. These guys feel like they're from, like, another game. I don't know what it is about those enemies specific. Yeah, I saw that coming. I was a frame off. If I went further, I was worried I'd hit the pink ball. Those enemies, like, what's the game? Commander Keen? They feel like they're from Commander Keen to me. Ugh. Well, I mean, yeah, I figured out all the boss strats before I started, so that hasn't changed. My boss strats from before my first attempt are the same as right now, as far as I can tell. See, that is the thing, though. Like, the platforming is, like, mostly consistent because there is strats for everything. It's not like, oh, I have to 5-frame this jump or whatever. Which makes things drastically harder. That's partly why the jump after boss 2 was so frustrating for me. Because, like, I didn't think that was that precise on the jump height, but clearly, like, with the way I was doing it, it was like, I don't know, 2-frame perfect or something, and I was not getting those heights right. Because boy, do I not know what that height is. I can barely tell you what jump heights are specifically, and I want to be the guy. I'm sure as hell not going to be able to tell you here. Yeah, as long as you're just further on the edge, it's okay. See, my big problem at the moment is I'm worried that, like, I'm going to be too tired for another good attempt after getting, you know, pre-boss 5. I think there's a decent chance I can get at least one more in. However, I can't say how far it'll get because, you know, exhaustion's a thing. It's funny because it doesn't feel like I've been going for 2.5 hours already, but that's because 2 attempts take up like half the stream, so... 2 of my good attempts take up half the stream time I've had so far. Maybe a bit under half the stream, but yeah. Like, there was the post-boss 4 attempt, and then that one that we just had, yeah. Which is at least an hour and a bit. Which almost makes it sound weird that, like, it's been, you know, 2 hours-ish or so of not even reaching boss 2. Or barely getting past it. There you go. It always looks scary doing that, though. That's the problem. Because it definitely doesn't feel like it's been 2 hours of not passing boss 2. / that first jump after boss 2. But clearly it is. Because that's what the uptime says. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do this in under 40 hours. So I'm not going to say I'm surprised I haven't, unfortunately. RetroArch said I had 38 hours of uptime of this ROM before the stream, so, you know, it is what it is. Dude, like, that was a corner shot. I delayed that one out because I thought it was going to be not the corner. It's like, okay, 2 rounds after it turns purple, I guess, sure. Apparently I need to figure this out because it's not consistent for me otherwise. I don't know what my problem is. Like, I delayed that movement back to the right, and that's why I was so late for being able to jump up, because I couldn't do it in time. Because I didn't want to, like, go, you know, at the wrong timing for the left-right thing. Haven't jumped into this purple eye today, so that's something, I guess. That's going for me. I wouldn't say going well, it's just going for me. See, this is why I was considering the prediction to include die 5 times before boss 2, but honestly, I didn't even think it was going to be good because there's a decent chance I do die 5 times before boss 2 before anything happens. Especially after a good attempt, it's so easy to be exhausted. Like, I'm almost surprised how long you do hundreds for Bigfoot because there's, you know, it's a long period of time to not die for and going back into another attempt. It's so exhausting. Although, granted, I guess it's technically only 2 hours, so that's around how long this lasts, so... maybe I shouldn't be that surprised. Ah. I don't know how I killed that guy in 1 cycle before. Yeah, 4, yeah. I mean, sometimes you can just do that, I get it. But it's almost like you don't expect them to go well at that point, and they somehow aren't going half bad still. I do wonder how many attempts the other guy had, because he even reset that room. Like, there feels like there's a bunch of rooms that he was, like, unsure on, like it was an early attempt for him, like he hadn't tried it that much. But, I don't know. I really thought I screwed that up. I delayed it for like a second instead of half a second. I knew that was bad. So like, oh no, I'm gonna have to try to jump this. Maybe I could have mashed it down, but I'm gonna be real, do not feel confident with that plan. My ability to spam shoot at a moment's notice is not great. Yeah. Well, I mean, in the future, I imagine it'll be that, because, like, oh, you're going to be exhausted after the 4-hour run, so shorter ones in the future again. Like, I was genuinely tempted to play, like, Crash 1, because that's kind of my other game in mind to play at the moment, instead of this today. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to be up to it at the start of the day. I felt a bit better as time went on, so, yeah, I gave it a shot after all. And it has gone pretty well. It's been alright. It's been alright, yeah. Pretty happy with what I've got so far. I PB'd, that's what's important. I did, in fact, get further. I would have been a bit upset if I didn't pass boss 4 after getting past what I died to. Oh, fine, whatever. Single bullet. But I've gotten pretty far. Pre-boss 5, which is the next part that I'm worried about. Like, boss 5 is still, like, a worry for me. It's like medium tier type of thing again, but like, as we have seen many a time, medium tier things kill me frequently. Especially when you're overly worried about dying, and then overreact to things, and then try to play it safe on a jump that did not need to play it safe. I mean, boss 3 I was genuinely confident on. Boss 3 is entirely pattern. And you can see what the attack is in advance, so... I was genuinely very, very confident on boss 3. The hardest part of boss 3 is just, like, you know, turning it up a little bit on the focus gauge. Like, if you half-arse it even slightly, then instant death. But as long as you're paying good attention to everything, it should be fine. Whereas boss 5 is a little bit dependent on exactly where you are at any point in time, so... There's a bit more reacting to how it's dealing with it than the other stuff. Like, one of my strats for one of the cycles could actually be a little bit off if I fall down a bit too fast. And I've got to be a bit aware of that and maybe jump up early. Boss 3 is just straight pattern. Pattern that you might have to deal with in a slightly different way to normal because blue, but... Alright, let's figure this out then, finally. I would like to not die here anymore, please. This is getting silly. So you do the standard, that's fine. Turns purple, 1, 2... Okay, so it's the third one, that's what I thought. But I was annoyed that I died before still. I went 1 too early. And then the next one, he dies. Yeah, cool. It's almost like it's really consistent boss. Died there twice, balls. Ah, you can't tell what the issues are until you're doing a run. Yeah, I was very surprised seeing that they played this game. I mean, I've said that before, but I am still surprised that they played this game. Not least of all, like, one of the reasons being, how do they find it? One of them being, why would they play it? It is so clearly not their sort of thing. Like, it's an air quote rage game. At least for that era, especially on YouTube. Which is obviously why they played it, but still. Because they're kind of like, they were kind of rage YouTubers, that's kind of the name. It's in the name. But like, genuinely, I don't even think they're like, you know, hammed it up as it were. It was more just them playing games still. NES, which is their thing. I didn't realize that they played that much NES games, but fair enough if that's true. I mean, I know that, like, you know, Egoraptor's got a fair few things on Castlevania, Legend of Zelda, yada yada yada. I don't know the other guy that well. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that would definitely do it. If somebody sends you one, you may as well. Genuinely, I feel a lot better about this attempt now that I passed boss 1. Nope. My feelings are dead. That's what I get for talking. I did not pay attention to the timing and instantly blew it. Not even surprised. Right! It was Ego Raptor and Jontron, wasn't it? Was that how that worked originally? Dude, I did not pay attention to Game Grumps. I didn't care for them. They weren't my thing. And then I guess Jontron got into trouble in that period. I don't remember exactly what happened. Or if he stopped. I don't know what he's up to these days. Hopefully things are going better for him. Because he did do a lot of good comedy back then. If only people could just stop being assholes. Yeah, fair. I mean, literally same, so. Not paying attention for a moment, you instantly die. It's like almost like I know this rule. Gotcha. I mean, he has his main channel. I assume it's still doing alright. I don't think he lost too much when he had, like, some big issues or something. Kinda cancelled himself. Okay, see, that's what I wasn't sure on. I couldn't remember how that drama worked out. I was fairly certain it ended with him taking a long break, but I thought he came back at some point, so... I don't know if he started up another channel. But in my, you know, exceptionally limited knowledge, he seemed like an alright guy. I can't remember what the air quote allegations were, and by allegations I mean things I'm pretty sure were proven, so... Weird high school? Huh. Don't know anything about that. Probably better for that. You say that, and all I can think of is Video Game High School, which is kind of cool. I enjoyed the first season of that. But I know that is a very different person that made that series, so... I'm not sure if that series would go quite so well in today's day and age versus back then, so... Oh, it was said things. Gotcha. Okay, my bad then. Alright, he's learned Boss 2. Boss 2, he says, while on Boss 1, he may not be smart. I mean, he's playing unfair mode, so yeah. He remembers. Ooh. Yeah, okay, that does sound about right. Yeah, fair enough. Unfortunate. You hate to hear it. Didn't even worry about that one. Yeah, that was death. It's fine. We don't need specifics anyway. Just the gist is more than enough. We don't need to go into, like, full-on depth, like, drama YouTube type thing. Just like, why did he disappear? Oh, this happened. Ah, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I hope things are better, I guess. I didn't remember that was the reason. That's kind of a shame. Better that everyone knows about it? Question mark? Rather than it being hidden? Yeah, I don't know, man. That's definitely too complicated a subject for man trying to play funny jump game. We aren't Northern Lion. This is not the place for that sort of discussion. Nah, I'm good. That was bad. Don't know it. 2-hour YouTube vid. See, I'm sure there's one that exists, though. I mean, considering some of the things you see on YouTube, like, there's channels based around all that, and then some of it's not even, like, actual downfalls anyway. Like, the downfall, the death of this person. As, like, maybe they lost 1,000. It was pretty bad, whatever happened, but nothing actually changed for them. There you go. He remembers the timing. Woo. Whoa, so cool. God, like, in some cases it really isn't much more than just like, yeah, the guy said some bad things in a case, and then people got mad about it, and then the other bad things came out, maybe. I mean, he was definitely early days, so, you know, it took a lot less back then for things to come apart than it probably does now. Considering what people have discovered they can get away with. I wish I could get away with some of those things in this game. Some things of that level while playing this. Like, oh, I slow-falled slightly onto a jump. Well, good thing I live anyway. Oops. And yet, meanwhile, in reality. Runtime of 2:07. Bruh. Like, sure, that humor definitely wouldn't fly quite so much now, unfortunately. A lot of JonTron's old videos are problematic in a sense, but like, that was just kind of the humor at the time, you know? Nobody thought it was an extreme thing. It was just, I mean, if anything, it was like shock humor type of a thing. But like, without, not really relating to shock, though. And it wasn't really hurting anyone either, as far as I remember. I can't say I watched all of JonTron's stuff. I did not watch a lot of his stuff, just occasionals. But, yeah. I feel like it would be hard to make something quite like he did now. I'm not going to say impossible, because it's definitely not. There's definitely nothing's impossible in that regard, just, you know. You'd have to think about how to do it differently, obviously. God, I hope this isn't the clear. We are now in that unfortunate state where I don't want to die because it's going semi-decently, but also, this being in the clear, oof. The discussions you get on Twitch sometimes. Good times. That bonked? Really? Alright, well, problem solved. Really? That bonked, though? I thought that might have been a little slow, but I really thought I'd make that there. You shut the hell up. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, yeah, the fire starter and a half. Dude, okay, actually no, I find that question actually quite funny. Not because of what the question is, but because it's an Australian asking in the British channel. Like, yeah. Yeah, who likes Trump? The non-American says to the other non-Americans. Boy, how do the Europeans feel about this guy that's not in their country and not at all related? Like, I could definitely think of names that would be more appropriate, but you know, honestly, I don't really care for those people too much either. I don't know, is Australia having a right-wing crisis at the moment as well? Is that also going on in your country, or is it just in the rest of the world? Unfortunately, I've not kept up with every continent's views right now. And certain websites tend to be very overwhelmed with one specific country, so you don't really hear much about the other ones. Hey, didn't even get a shot off. Oh dear. I almost forgot what the room was there. Half committed to holding left. Bro, please, I swear to God, if I run into the spikes from just doing that, because I'm not paying attention. The dumbest way to die. Wouldn't be the first time, though. I have managed to, like, walk my way back all the way down, set of steps into something that can murder me. Definitely wouldn't be the first time. Really? Huh, interesting. And I assume he is still around and causing trouble. I'm not feeling good about more attempts, I gotta be real. Not feeling good about more attempts right now. I did say I thought I'd get, like, maybe one more good attempt in, and so far, I'm not getting that. I do think it's still gonna be true. I think we'll get one more good attempt, but I don't think it's gonna PB. I really don't. That PB was pretty far in. And I did say, like, in day 1 as well, like, it's probably going to go similarly to Destination. I can probably go for, like, 2 hours-ish or so at most. And then I'm going to be too tired for another good attempt to go. I have this in the bag! Yay! Did he? Did he, in fact, have it in the bag? Or did it end up as a loss, but closer than you'd expect? Because I'd say either option seems possible. God, we love people with too much money that don't actually know what they're talking about. His party still existed and it does not. Let's go! Well, one country's doing surprisingly alright then. But because I have heard, like, problems with the system there as well, but like, hey, you get that one win, so we take those. Hey, Falcon, how's it going? You take the wins you can get. Really? Oh wow, you know it's bad then, jeez. I'd like to say the arsehole in the UK side, people are starting to realize is just like a complete scam. Doesn't believe anything he says, basically just in the money. But I don't read most newspapers, which means I really only hear it from one place, and boy, that place I'm sure has very heavy biases of its own kind, so who knows for certain. Can't really tell until you get, like, poll results out. Ooh, didn't die to pink. Man, that really takes a lot for, like, everyone on both sides to hate you. Like, that is truly impressive. Alright, hopefully I can at least pass boss 1 pretty consistently now, so that'd be something. I say as I nearly jump into a bullet from going too early. I mean, I've learned the one part I was kind of always worried about, but like, you know, it's boss 1, so like, who cares? You don't have to think too hard, but I've died a few too many times recently, so to boss 1, so I'd like that to stop. I like how I go to the corner every time, despite the fact it's very clearly not necessary. Oh, that was death, cool. I missed a shot, so I thought it'd be another bit. Okay. Like, when I get past boss 2, I'd like to say I do try to pay more attention, but impossible to say for sure. You can always find something new to screw up in a silly way. As shown from my, like, post-key 2 death. Like, man, that is quite the place to die. Why is it 7 HP? Why do you force the 3rd cycle? Like, come on. Was that truly necessary? The 3rd cycle was really not needed there. That, almost forgot. 2, 3, woo! Middle thing! Shame you can't, like, hold left for that one as well. Only works on the bottom half. My main thoughts at the moment, I really hope I don't die to final stage. Straight up, just don't die at all. I really hope I first try final. Not because, like, I want to beat it quickly, but more so because, like, if I die to final stage and that's my PB, trying to get back to that in any attempt is gonna suck. Oof, close. Like, it's gonna make the stream of trying to get slightly further a lot more stressful almost when I finally get past boss 2 and think, okay, lock in. And then I have to survive for another, you know, 30 minutes to even get a chance of getting slightly further. If it's a case of, like, I pass, you know, what I'm currently at and get straight to final stage and then die there, that won't be so bad. Because then you can still kind of, like, say, okay, well, the goal is really just to get to Area 6 or whatever again. But, you know, it's when you're slowly making progress. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making progress too slowly, which is nice. I think it's going at a reasonable pace. Almost thought I was too far left then. Like, I'm trying to remember what my PB was before, after boss 3. Oh, right. But unfortunately, it's distracting me too much and I really shouldn't. Because I'm not thinking about the screens I'm currently on. Main reason being, I was trying to think about, like, how... Have I made, like, reasonably consistent progress every time I pass boss 3? Like, did I make half a stage worth of progress in every death, or in every PB so far? Which I am not certain. And honestly, when you're already tired from the other stuff, I really shouldn't be caring too much. But I'm curious, so... But I guess we'll find out in a while. I really need to stop jumping so fast on that one. Ooh, he went early by a cycle. Let's go. Those 2 seconds of not waiting surely is gonna make the difference. Surely that makes it the run. Oh dear. Not like the hard part of Area 2 is, you know, the on-off blocks again. Right. Plus side of being tired. Don't rush into any screen, because I'm not 100% certain I remember what it is, so... Pros and cons, I guess. Downside. Stupid mistakes are possible. Who knows which way it will go? Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any more room for getting. Look, I have to pay attention when I enter. Like, I do think that death in stage 4 is gonna be the last room I forget existing. Everything else I will remember before I enter it. Because late games generally require strategies, like safe spots and whatnot. I mean, maybe that one pufferfish room could be a problem, but hopefully that'll be fine. We'll see what happens. Woo, free RNG! We love not thinking! But yeah, I really, like, that was the last room in the Waterfall stage, the last one I feel like I could really forget about. Nothing in stage 5 or 6, like the ocean and the double jump stage, really feels forgettable, thankfully, to me. As far as I can remember, which, you know. Yay! I will play that safe every time. I will go a little bit too far. I'm worried at some point I'll jump too high now, but at least I shouldn't be able to jump too low anymore. That was unnecessary. Did not need to risk that fireball. Yeah, case in point of the tiredness and why I might make stupid mistakes. Okay, I thought it was bats first, but that works too. That's also a fine room to reset. I guess bats is second half? I guess bats is second half. Woo! I've nearly ran into these guys on room spawn once so far, but thankfully only the once. I'm still waiting for the day I rush that too much. Because I won't say it's impossible. Shoutouts to dying in this room in practice. Because I rushed it a little bit on the eyeball shot, not realizing. Shoutouts to jumping there once the earlier attempt. Like, why? How did I jump early on? Like, why did I jump on that after the second slime? Shoutouts to thinking about my words, not thinking about the room I'm entering, so I'm just standing there like an idiot. Oh, God. This run's gonna be a mess, man. I truly have no idea how far this is gonna get. Absolutely no idea how far I'm gonna get in this. Like, just like, luck of the draw, what could happen. Oh, okay. I don't expect to get both shots on one cycle there. Because I am not good at shooting accurately. Okay. As long as I get one, it's fine. Cool. Not because I have to worry about the timer or anything, it's just nice. Death by random fireball. I don't think I have any more fireballs? I don't think there's any more fireballs remaining. That are like strictly fireballs, I mean. Those are all in like the stage 2 entrance. There's wizards. I guess these are fireballs? No, those aren't fireballs, those are bullets, never mind. Ah, there's fireballs here. But like, this is hold right, so... I mean, I guess you're not wrong. I was really worried I was gonna bonk there. And then Ray's statement would be true. Okay, always a bit worried about that jump, because it is possible to screw that up. I definitely have done it before. Okay, now I think we're out of the fireballs. Pretty certain. I do have a bit more underground stuff to do. It does, yeah. But it's also an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game. I'm just used to streaming all I Wanna Be the Guy fan games in here, so I just kept it to here. Like, I don't think the Battle Kid community is really gonna be chomping at the bit for a new guy. Like, everyone get in here, there's another person playing Battle Kid, and like 50 people arrive or anything. Give me 5 minutes to answer. We've learned from our mistakes. Yeah, last stream taught me to just don't talk on that. You know not to, and now you won't, because I died too many times to it, so... Somehow I never remember this room's after that room, and I don't know how. Thankfully, I tend to wait, but still. But yeah, there are a few others. Time Machine 1, which is bad, has one, apparently because Tornis played it at some point. Decently sized streamer, as far as I understand. Kill the Guy has one for some reason, I think. Again, probably because of someone like Tornis. I think one of Best 22 does. There's a couple of games that have it because they're on an IMDb page somewhere, basically. Why they got added? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like the most random pages have a Twitch category. Yeah, Boshi does have one, but like Boshi makes the most sense. Boshi is by far one of the biggest fan games, so fair. Almost early. Always worry about the block jump. Alright, I've had less attempts the on-offs than, like, last stream, but also my 2 attempts have gotten further, so... Wasn't worth the extra damage. Green, it's fine. Yeep, yeah, saw that coming. Something about pink's hard sometimes. That could have been bad. Alright, a bit of a scuff Cleo, but still 5 for 5. Bit of a scuff Cleo. Not used to having to go right for the red there. I feel like normally I dodge left, I think. Yeah, basically, if a fan game has its own page, it's semi-random almost. And, like, I Want a Maker has one. That one makes sense. Steam game. The vast majority, no point. But yeah, I have had a lot less on-off block attempts today. Like, I feel like I had, like, 5 or 6 last stream. But then also a lot of them died on the on-off blocks, so... That's why I say, like, I've learned my lesson, I'm just not talking there anymore. Because otherwise I'll die again, and I don't want that. And, like, yeah, I've only had 3 attempts to the on-off blocks, but also all of them have passed. So, you know... Pros and cons. Mainly pros, if I'm honest. Oh no, I lost a couple of rounds on the shots there. God, the final 0-2 is going to be such a nightmare. It really is. Hey, Flo. So if I lose just a couple of shots, I'm going to have to do this stupid strat. Okay, jumping that high, but I felt like I was too far left somehow, so... That snail room is a room I can die in, for the record. 16 pixel, why? Ah, it happens. It happens. It is what it is. That's unfortunate. Before boss 5. Somebody bet on boss 5, and I am sorry to disappoint. That is before boss 4. Ah, it is what it is. That sucks. Same. I'm probably gonna leave that there, honestly. Sorry, Flo. Can I do that? No. Actually, you know what? No, I'll play through the rest of the game. Like, I did get an attempt that went up to boss 5, so I'll do post boss 5 and finish off the game. Do it from there. L1W. LR Vim. Just to, like, make sure I do know the rest of it still and whatnot, you know? There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes when you have 6 options and a small stream, so... That's how the first prediction was as well. Somebody bet, like, 1,000 or something and got all of it, because they were the only ones, because there's, you know, 7 options. When you give that many options and you don't have that many people... Like, if I was a, you know, proper, air quote, proper streamer, then, you know, obviously there'd be actually some, like, betting and whatnot, but, like, I'm not, so I have, like, maybe 5 or 6 people. For the record, I'm starting from here and not boss 5, because I did do boss 5 on that one thing, so this is kind of continuing from the furthest attempt, almost. Because the attempts that died to... Yeah, the single squid, I carried on from there and just went all the way. And yeah, I did clear this far, so... Go from here until the end. That's fine, because I clearly know how it works. Right, I can take saves. Whoa, crazy. So weird. Yeah, I don't think another one will go well right now because of things like that. Like, that 16 pixels an annoying death. I'm not going to say it's unsurprising, surprising death. Like, it makes perfect sense. 16 pixel sucks. It's a 16 pixel. You do a small tap to the right and you hope that you don't accidentally overshoot somehow. But most of the time, you'll barely move because if you... See, that's the problem with 16 pixels. It's not the fact that they're a small gap. It's the fact that, like, if you only tap for a frame, you don't move. And on that one specifically, I've had one where I went, like, I tapped the button, I didn't move for the first one, I tapped it again, did move for the second, started falling down, and was somehow already late because I landed late there in the first place. So, you know, unsurprisingly, I don't want to die to that again, because it feels like crap. It feels like utter crap dying to that 16 pixel. So at least I got to attempt the damn thing, you know? That's the plus side. It sucks to die to it still, but like, it's one of those things like, if you're going to die anywhere, honestly, fair enough. At least it's to one of the medium difficulty things as opposed to something free. Which is kind of why I'm okay with my current PB as well. Like, that was a medium difficulty thing. That was something that I knew I could screw up. Which is partly why I tried to play it safe and it's made me screw up, so... I know how this job works now, so that's going to be fine, I think. Should be fine. That was me risky. I just did that for the fun. I just wanted to walk off. I wouldn't do that in a run. Yeah, you bonk it, and I know that. Whee. Funny how, like, doing the smallest jump really works out well for you in a lot of cases. But yeah, I'm really not worried. This is one of the few stages I'm not worried about. I say as I nearly walk off to my death. There's a reason I'm not doing another run right now. I'm clearly too tired to do, like, a good attempt right now. Right, whoops. I'm pretty happy that I got that far, if I'm honest. That's not how I do that. I walk off when it goes to the top or whatever. Like, I'm genuinely pretty happy that I even got to the 16 pixel. Considering how I'm currently tired after the good attempts, so... It is what it is. I missed the jump button, really. Alright, well that's one way to go. That's not one you want to see. Sure, I'm not paying full attention, but still upsetting dying to that for the first time in forever. But yeah, Area 6 is not one I'm too worried about, thankfully. It doesn't... I don't know if it's like... Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't feel like that long of an area. Maybe because... I think there's less waiting, I guess, than some of the other ones. There you go, that's what I do. Like, there's no, like, waiting for cycles and whatnot. You kind of just go. So maybe that's the reason. But it doesn't feel like it's very long. Ghost. Better to be too late than too early. Like, the fact that that's one save already, and the second save really isn't that much worse. Like, I'm very confident with this one. Feels like one of the areas I died to less than most of the other stuff. I say as again as I died already once, but still. Like, I know the cycles and the timings on pretty much everything here. Again, the one I died to in Area 5 is one of the things I do worry about, so... It sucks dying to the thing that you worried about because you worried about it, and if you just played it, you would have been fine. But, I mean... Deathless modes, you kind of can't really tell that you're going to screw something up due to nerves until you get to try it, so... At least that 16-pixel has a wall hug. Like, thankfully that is, the 16-pixel in the water stage there is the only 16-pixel you're required to do. So that is nice. Still kind of sucks it's as far in as it is, but, like, at least it's not further. It is what it is. Ah, missed, whatever. I wouldn't rush that in a run either. I wanted to try the fast cycle for once. One death run up to this point? No, I've already died at least once. Yeah, no, that. Yeah, that was death 2. But again, like, I'm not trying too hard, I'm mostly just replaying things, if anything. Like, it's kind of reminding myself, kind of just finishing out for the sake of finishing it out. Show what the rest of the run's gonna look like. That's basically go as soon as it appears. It's actually surprisingly easy. Yeah, I'm not really caring about the death count. I'm not worrying about that. But this is also continuing from, like, where I left off from my second PB or something as well. See, now this is a boss I really have to pay attention to. Otherwise, the air targeting shot will kill me. Yeah, this one. Because, like, the last bullet as you're going up can be in such an awkward spot sometimes. I thought that was the other one. That almost killed me. I'm trying to figure out if I can... Yeah, that, exactly. This is why I have the strat I currently do, because the cycle's never quite the same. I mean, it's based on where you are, so, you know. Ah, I shot the floor. Good. Her legs don't care. There you go. It's not a hard boss. It's just that one attack makes me worry, and everything else is fine. So I could just never get the 1 in 4. I don't know if it's 50-50 of top or bottom or not, but yeah. It's definitely 50-50 of what attack she chooses when she's up there. Also, yeah, what was it somebody said, like, a New Game Plus run would be interesting? I mentioned that you could just skip that whole area. If it was New Game Plus, you have all the keys and whatnot, because you're just going through the back door there. Which is kind of funny. It would be interesting doing a dev mode run. This stuff is not required for beating the game, however. I want good end, because I can. I mean, I think so. But, like, this is also, like, I went through and died a bunch to boss 5 just to make sure I understood boss 5 again. So, I don't know what level we're counting here. I did first try boss 5, and then reset and carried on. So that's kind of the problem with, like, this whole theory. Like, I don't think I had my one death in the die to the squid, who dies to this thing. Replayed from there, did not die, got to boss 5, saved after boss 5, and then, you know, died to boss 5, because wanted to be sure I knew how it worked. Yeah, I mean, in that regard, this is like a 3-death run, despite kind of half-arsing it, so... I think that's 3. 2 in Area 6, despite saying I feel good about it, and then the one actual one in the run, so, yeah. To the final area, where he has tried really hard to make sure he has strats under the sun. Just for everything, but we'll see how it goes. I will say, I did have a practice run in the No 02 section. where I ended with, I had 14 seconds left entering the last screen, meaning I did leave the screen with 1 second left when I left the water. So, that was a time. Die once there. Imagine not letting go of jump to be able to let go, press jump again. Crazy thoughts there. At one time where I went too fast on the cycle and it actually threw me off here. That was bad. Yeah, that was way too early. Too busy talking about the cycle. Yeah, no, I went like on the first cycle for the first one, and then I waited a bit for the second one, and it actually threw me off on where the orange ball was going to be, because I'm not used to it, so... Yeah, I don't know, tiredness is going to hit me a lot here. I wouldn't be surprised if I die 10 times here. I hope I don't, but... It's very possible for things to go badly, so... Case in point. That's why I kill the top guy. I do not trust that jump for the life of me. I really don't. I could definitely screw that up. 1, 2, there you go. And then it's 1, and then 2, and then, yeah. And I went on a 3 instead of the 4th there. That's what killed me on one of those practice things. That's how I was going to do that. Right, yeah. Walk off, single jump, double jump. There you go, yeah. Because this is a screen I've died to in hard mode as well. It feels very easy to screw up. It feels very easy to screw up when you're nervous, that's the thing. Went for it. Reminder that final stage is a third of the run. Probably would have had fear on that if it was, you know, an actual run there, because of how close it was, but I knew it was fine. It's funny how this screen is probably one of the ones that's easier for me to talk on, because I don't have to listen to beeps here. It's just the on-off thing. So it's a lot more reasonable to just kind of go. I don't have to worry too much about the jump height there. Keep distance. Go early because otherwise he's an asshole. That was a new one. No. Ah, last screen too, man. My mashing wasn't good. My mashing wasn't good there, and I'm not surprised. Tiredness is a problem. Still can't really talk for these. Yeah, case in point. That's why I don't like the one block gaps. Alright, well, I said I wouldn't be surprised if I have another 10 deaths here. This is not a place that goes too well when you're tired. That's for sure. And obviously I was trying on the attempt to die to the 16 pixel. Whereas I'm not trying so much here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at all this thinking like, yeah, I'm pretty confident I could first try this in the case that it matters. Like, right now it really is just like, I'm not gonna try too hard because I've exhausted myself from the few attempts I've had. Because they have been kind of long attempts, you know? There's no point, like... Maybe I should be a bit closer because that's probably why I didn't mash quite so much. Right, this room. I specifically figured out where the lines were for the triggers just to be sure on this, but there's no reason to risk it too much there. That room's not that bad. Water room, right. I always forget this save. Like, this save in my mind is just kind of disconnected from the others somehow. No idea how that works, but... that's how it is. Oh, I got it. Nice. I do worry if that happens, but it seems pretty alright. Like, if that happens, it feels like it's going to be possible to die, but... hey, somehow hit 2. Alright, cool. This save lasts so much longer than I think it will every single time. And that worked pretty well for the timing. Cool. And if I miss, then I guess I can go back and try again, so... seems good in that regard as well. Alright, and then we're on to part 2. Now for the save that we worry about. Like, this save under nerves is one that I am definitely worried about. Because this is hard enough when doing it normally. Doing it under pressure seems like a nightmare. Like, it really does. God, I want to go in front of that fish so bad. That would save me at least a cycle or 2. But yeah, this was the save I ended on 14 seconds when I was playing off stream once. I entered the last screen at 14, I left the water at 1. Cool, okay, that would be nice. That saves a little bit as well. Not much, but a little bit. A little bit's all we need, really. Because if I screw up the oyster like more than a couple of times, which is very possible, I can definitely see why the other guy doesn't kill this one. But I just feel like I'm gonna die if I don't do it. Like, trying to shoot that guy. And rushing that doesn't feel like a good idea. So yeah, I entered here at 14. Like, it's so easy to miss that shellfish. That's one of the biggest things I'm worried about in this. Because, like, this is a clean run. This is a very good run. I'm barely even hitting the countdown. The sound cut itself out as I was doing it. Like, that is crazy. That was really good. Getting that in an actual attempt? Not happening. I will not be getting that in an actual attempt. No doubt about it. And then the last on-off ones to worry about. More so the middle ones. Going from the middle to the edges is kind of awkward because for some reason the sound cuts itself out. I don't know why, but it does. But in general, this path is going to be like kind of a breath of fresh air. Like, this is going to be like, breathe for a moment, you can relieve yourself, it's fine. Before the actual, like, you know, the end game section. Because I missed like 50 bullets. Get up there, I'm not doing that small of a jump, please. And boy, the next save certainly is something I worry about. I have pretty good strats for the next save as well. That's kind of the worst part. It's not even that bad. But because of how bad it used to be, it means I still worry about it. Like, there's another save with fireballs that I still worry about. And that save's not even that hard. Right, I don't have double jump. Like, that save's not even that screen isn't even that bad, but... Yeah, that jump. That jump from those two middle ones to the edges, I do worry about that. I'm very much worried about the jump from the middle ones to the edges. It's not hard, it's just... I very much feel like I could screw it up. Okay, you're pretty reasonable. Just go back to the hidey hole every time, I guess. Three or four! Holding left. Woo. That kill. Oh no, that doesn't kill either. Huh. Fair enough. Kind of surprised. The fan really is leaning. I thought the fan would kick in again and I'd be screwed, but no, apparently not. Apparently that's still okay, huh? Alright. Gotta go a little late on that jump, but not like huge late. It's best to go a bit too soon because, yeah. Too soon you live, too late you die. Yeah, this room. A little bit the spikes in the middle. A little bit the fireballs and mistiming it. Like, both parts are things I worry about. The snail is such a time waster, man. It's such an easy room, but you know, you don't want to die. Alright. Part 4! Final! I will say part 4 is probably one of the harder parts. Like, there is a lot going on in here, and it is definitely... There's at least a few places that can kill you. For certain. But, like, I still worry more about the O2 thing because of the timer. Which I think is a pretty reasonable fear, honestly. It's like as soon as it's gone past you, you can basically just go for it, it's fine. Whoops. Thank you, speedruns, for that one. We appreciate you. No, I'll wait. I've screwed up. I'll wait longer. Cool. It's like, the save's not that bad, just there's a few things that feel very easy to make mistakes on, you know? Anything involving wizards is a pretty safe bet, but like, honestly, the spinny thing before you get the feather power up again, very much something that feels like it's easy to screw up on. I'm very worried about that jump too, but hey, we'll see what happens, right? Last jump in the game, that's why the other guy bonks. Hi, Zed. Stop. Then we have no fear, because how could Zed possibly kill me? It's Zed. He's useless. There's the one scary attack. Yeah, like, I'm a little worried about jumping over in the on the second part, but like, it seems pretty alright. And hey, he could just never do that attack, you know? He could do the other three constantly, as I have seen in the past, where he just spams the same attack over and over. That would be taking a risk. I did not need to, like, jump that late for the damage. Zed's trying his best, man. He's not very good at it, but he's trying his best. This is probably sub 10 deaths still. I've not exactly been counting, but second half I didn't die, so yay. Yeah, there's a reason I'm confident about things, as long as I'm paying attention, but like, it doesn't mean I can't screw up in places and not be aware of what they're going to be in advance. Yes, I will kill the dude to be safe. I'm never risking it. Even for the funny. Alright, buddy. No fear! Cleo is scarier. I mean, it's not like this boss is free. This is probably, like, second hardest. But, like, there's still a bit of a wall between Cleo and this guy. Is the little... It really is, yeah. Cleo is by far the hardest thing. And there are a few things that can kill me here, namely green bullets. But, like, you know, I'm not going to say the other attacks are, like, impossible to kill me. I've had some very scuffed patterns on the green bullets, which are very annoying. I died once to the purple bullets recently. That was in my 12 death playthrough recently. Yeah, I didn't see anything open up, so I figured that was green. Thank you, good attacks. Like, I'm really worried I'm not going to go far enough to the right at the end of purple, because I feel like I've done that before. Yeah, and then you get some awkward transitions at the start of green sometimes. I don't know. I genuinely don't think I'll be too worried entering this on a good run. Oh, whoops. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee I'll clear. I'll just say, like, I feel pretty confident about it. Like, even the missiles I feel like I could make a mistake on, but green bullets are definitely the biggest fear if I get some really scuffed setup. But yeah. Probably sub 10! Woo! Technically. Technically speaking. Which is my first sub 10 deaths, I think. But yeah, you just, I don't know. As long as you're paying attention, everything will be fine. Ah. What did I die to there? It was like the wizards near... No, that was like halfway through the save. Right after the on-off blocks, yeah. The wizards won't kill me because I was a bit too far over and didn't kill. Which admittedly, I'd probably just be mashing harder if I was trying to do an actual run, so... Didn't die anything save 1, which is good. Save 2 was the wizards. Save 3, I think, was first try, the water save. I'm trying to go through the screens in my head, and I remember, like, the first 4 or 5, but I don't remember what comes after that. Right, slimes and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, okay, alright, yeah. Save 3 should be fine. Save 3, I'm pretty confident with the strat I've got. Part 2, it's mainly just, like, the on-off blocks and the O2 high jump, like, get the high jump save. And O2 is obviously the biggest worry in part 2 of final stage, just because, you know, timer. And, like, I'd like to rush up for the shellfish, but I'm gonna be real, I could definitely see myself bonking, and that would be real bad. So, that's why I stay down for a cycle as well. I guess I'd have to kind of, like, predict, like, think in the moment whether I should rush it or not, depending on how many cycles I missed otherwise. Right, the main place I feel like I'd miss cycles would be, like, the pufferfish at the start, really. Can't really lose time there, can't really lose time there. I could lose time on the green shooty dudes, but, like, for the most part, I've got, like, 2 or 3 cycles I can afford to lose on the shellfish still, so it should be fine regardless. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. It's really hard to say until you get there. Really hard to say until you get there. I forgot how long the good end credits are. I always do. I just wanted to show off the names of all the dudes because it's cool. But I forgot you have this whole speech about, like, hey, Timmy's captured one of the guys from the bad organization. Timmy doesn't know what to do about it, but it's okay. The doctor has thoughts on the matter. Pulls out a needle. Happy ending war crimes, right? Yeah. This is good end? What are you talking about? Like, Jesus, look at the fear on this man's face here. Look at the fear. Are we the bad guys? Like, epilogue. The doctor continued to work on him with the serum, eventually driving him into a state of madness. My dude! What the hell? Are we the bad guys? It's crazy. Yeah, it does as well. It looks like it's going to go straight to his head, and I do not like it. Cyclops squid. It is a squid, but it's a what does that mean? Okay, whatever. I'm pretty happy with how today went, I've got to be honest. Like, it was only like 2 great attempts past boss 2. 1 good attempt, admittedly. I beat boss 3 again. Died to the 16 pixel, which sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, Frog. It's just Frog. It's funny. Cleo. This is how I know her name's Cleo, by the way. Solely because of this. Otherwise, she is bitch lady. Everyone will have the same reaction whenever you show her to the person. It's like, so how's this boss works? Leaps at max speed. Oh, okay. Don't ask. I'm actually curious what the numbers are, if the numbers have any meaning or if they're just randomly chosen. Yeah, Frog is Frog. Nothing special. It's not a special frog. It's not like a water frog. Or like high jump, low jump frog, because it doesn't go that high. It's just Frog. It's just Frog. It's a frog. Yeah, good attempt on like reaching Area 5. Real shame I died like I did. Not too surprised. Don't think the rest of Area 5 will cause me any trouble. Obviously, you know, have to see, but I feel like if I die anywhere else in Area 5, it's going to be a stupid death. Sound test, woo. Then obviously boss fight is going to be a problem. Area 5 on the backtrack will be fine. Area 6, this should be fine. I feel like Area 6 should be fine, then we get final. So yeah, like I just got to pass the next wall of that one screen, which I know now don't slow fall. Oops. Fine, I learned. And then we can see how far I can get. Yeah, I don't feel too far off this. I really don't. I feel like I should be able to have this soon. Pluto's playing an I Want to Be the Oasis fan game. That seems like an appropriate thing because it's a fan game and it's pretty cool. And Pluto will crush it in what feels like no time at all, despite it taking like 50 hours for everyone else, because that's how that works, so. Oh well. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna head off. I will post on Twitter and in Discord, which is in the description below, because I have no bot. Don't mind the boss in that said bot. It's relating to banning other bots. That's it, so. Yeah. I don't know if I'll stream this tomorrow, day after, whatever. I don't know what my plans are still. Real life's a mess. I'll see you whenever I next see you. See ya.